So, good afternoon, dear chess friends. Welcome to our live broadcast of Mitropa Cup, which is held this year in Prague, in Czech Republic. As every year, 10 teams of men and women will play each other, and after 1 week we will know which state is the best. Welcome from us. This is Tadeáš Kriebel.
And this is Pavel Šimáček.
And we will try to guide you through this second round. So, let's go to work. We will start, of course, with Czech team, because it's our team and we like to know who will win today. Yesterday, our men teams played each other, and our A team beats team B, or team of our juniors. What do you think, Tadeáš? Was it the right result of the match?
It was definitely an objective result. We only had one big upset when young Czech IM Tadeáš beat Vlastimil Babula, who has a rating of maybe 150 points higher than Nguyens. So.
Yes, it was a small surprise.
Yeah, it was a rather, well, it wasn't such a surprise to us because Van is a very big talent in Czech Republic. But all in all, I think the result was fair for both teams.
Yeah. Well, I'm very curious about our juniors team, about our prodigies, because they can show how strong they are now and how strong they maybe will be in one time in the future. So. I think Van Nguyen will be very soon in our A team. So
yeah, but let's not try to guess the future. Okay. We'll see in time.
We will watch. I'm sorry. We will watch the game. So today on our first board. Okay, so. Here are some technical problems, I hope not so big. On the first board today plays Zbigněk Hráček again, one of our strongest players. With black. With white is Robert Kreisel. I know him, he's from Austria. He's a very tough player and he can very well to defend. He likes to defend, I think, by my point of view. So the game is quite normal. I think with no surprise yet.
Yeah, definitely it's deep fury. Both Zbigněk and Kreisel are big theoreticians.
Yes, and he was shown try to repeat the moves. So maybe
is it not the third repetition already?
No. Well, from my point of view,
Bishop d6, and this is the first position.
1,
2.
No, not yet. This is second.
Yeah, this is second.
This is second, still second.
Ah, yeah. So
now it's decision of Zbigněk.
It's up to Zbigněk.
If he wants to make a quick draw, I hope not. But he's a very correct player, so maybe.
I don't think
not so long game.
I don't think he'll accept it right now.
I agree, but
yeah, well,
position is quite drawish.
Yeah, let him think.
Okay, let him think. On the second board of our A team today is not Vlastimil Babula.
No.
So on the second board
we have Petr Michalik.
Petr Michalik is our new player in Czech Republic. We can say new, and that's because he's from Slovak Republic, but he has marriage.
Yeah, he married one Czech girl, sister of Czech international master Černoušek, and also he's been living in Prague for I think like 2 years or so, or maybe more. So
and has a family already.
So it's
it
only
was
logical.
Clear and logical that he will change his federation, and this is his first game in our dress in our team. So. We are all very curious how strong player.
I think he has some pull in this position. Not
it was some kind of normal 2 knights in defense.
Yes.
So
He's
again,
obviously he's not playing for a big advantage, but he managed to get something from the position.
Petr is not so, let's say, big attacker. He likes to play positions with small plus.
Yes.
It's just typical for him, and he's very.
And I think he achieved it here. The b6 square, for example, is rather weak, and also e6 may be an issue. So
maybe sometimes can be, but you know, black wants to play b5 and maybe later b4.
okay, so
but of course, the position for white is.
I think Peter will be satisfied with this position.
Yes. Yeah. Black is András Diermar. Maybe he's also satisfied. We will. No, it's just 1 hour after the start of the game, so
yeah,
anything can happen. Let's go on. On the third board, we had Stepan Jelka with black. From Austria, Mario Schachinger.
Stepan scored a rather impressive victory yesterday with our B team, with Riedel, and we are looking forward to his today's game.
Yeah.
Seems to be in a good form, in good shape.
Stepan had a very good result in our championship in May. He was second.
Yeah.
And he told me that he tries to be better and better. Now he's starting to get. He wants to have his rating higher. So we will see.
Stepan played poker a little bit in recent past, so maybe he started to work on his chess again, and that's definitely good for our chess team.
For chess is definitely good. And do you know why he changed his mind and stopped to play poker and start to play chess again? Or
well, he told me he was becoming bored with poker, and that chess was his ultimate love.
That's nice. So this is a position.
Well, it seems. I think Stepan is okay. He's controlling e4 square pretty firmly. Also, white's pawn structure isn't that good.
Yes. If any time will the white knight jump away, he will exchange the bishops, and the white squares will be very weak for white.
Yeah.
So it's not what white wants. So I believe the position now is really good for black, because you can play after, for example, queen g3. I think queen d5 is quite logical move.
You have to be careful about rook c5 here.
Maybe it was too soon.
Yes.
Maybe yes, maybe right.
Also another plan for white might be to play king h1 and rook g1, attacking along the g file. So it's not ultimately clear here.
Yes. One hint from the public is c5. Maybe also a very good move here in this position is just try to repeat the moves with black. Knight h5.
That wouldn't satisfy Stepan.
You think?
he's not that kind of player.
Well, but with black sometimes he likes to make quick draw.
Okay,
I know
but
him.
if white doesn't comply, what if he plays queen h4, for example?
In this position.
You can play knight d5 and offer exchange of queens anyway. Exchanging queens in this position would be probably okay for black.
Well, maybe yes. Maybe the hint from the public c5 again now works better. And then after any take.
What if I take it with a pawn, say?
Let's say dc5. Maybe now queen something like queen d5.
And you regain.
I will recapture on the c5. Also on f3, it's hanging.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Stepan has a good position.
This position, I think, he will be satisfied with that.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, and on the fourth board of match between Czech Republic A and Austria,
it should be
Ponížil against Valentin Dragnev. Again.
There seems to be some tension in this position.
So, classical rule pass.
Yeah, bishop d3.
So.
Yeah. So white is now planning to play b3 and bishop a3. It looks he has some advantage. He may have some advantage.
Okay, so I will ask, for example, what if I will take on a4?
That looks principled.
Maybe problem will be just very simple: bishop c4, queen c4, and de5.
After de5, knight d5, queen e6.
I will take it on.
Nothing terrible happens here.
Well,
Stake.
I think I have pawn up or not.
Do you?
No, I think yes.
Yeah, you do.
On a4 I will take it, and I just took one
pawn up. Yes.
So we have here new information on the first board. It was a really quick draw.
Yeah.
So we were lucky to catch them during the game.
Yes, Zbigniew took the draw offer, the silent draw offer. So
it was true that Kriebel is very tough player, and he likes his.
Yeah, I remember Zbigniew playing him in Legnica in European Chess Championships, and he was like, "Oh, I'm playing Kriebel. He knows everything. He plays it so
big
so
respect."
solid."
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so A team now it's half.
Yeah.
and
the match is just in its beginning. Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
See.
In our junior team, we have Vojta Erdos on the first board.
Yes.
Yes.
Again.
Vojta is our current champion of Czech Republic. He won the Open Championship held in Ostrava in May.
He played there very soundly.
Well, I wouldn't say soundly, but he fought bravely. He was definitely the biggest fighter in that tournament, and that victory was definitely deserved from his side. There's no objection to that.
No, Viktor Erdős, again, he's a player who doesn't like to lose games. I know him. I played him, I think, twice. It was always a very long game.
Yesterday we had Gabo Pap here, and he said that Hungarians definitely didn't come here to lose their matches; they came to win it.
Like Hungary and Germany are usually the favorites in Mitropa Cup.
And also they looked very well prepared, according to, and also what Pap said was that they spent some time preparing for this tournament. And I don't know what.
I have to say that Erdős is traditionally first board in Mitropa Cup. I don't know how many times he was here, or just in Mitropa Cup, but I think at least 10 times, at least. And what I can remember that he also played in Olympiad, so he's one of the best Hungarian players
and one of the most experienced, I guess.
And of course, in this tournament, also the one with I think the third or fourth highest rating. So today
what happened in the game?
In the game, just this position happened, and by my point of view, White has two bishops. It's open position, but
the weakness on
d3.
That's a big playability.
On d5 always will be Black Knight.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what is the White plan in this position. If b4, b5, some try to make weaknesses on the queen side of
probably
Black.
b4, b5. What else do you have? What else can you play? Black has pretty simple plan. He'll go just queen d7, rook a d8, and take on d3.
It's one plan, and also I think a second plan is to go on e file and try to go through e file, on e2, e1, anywhere.
Yes.
And of course, if you will make some good exchanges, I think the White position can be very bad. For example, if we will change, let's say, White squared bishops, or all four rooks, again, I think it will be for White very unpleasant.
Yes.
So
I think what we are seeing here, I don't think Vojta chose a good opening. again. Yesterday when he played Zbigněk Hráček, he said that he played that line many times, and basically he drove himself into a lost position from the start. It was just pretty hard to understand, and it looks like he's doing some kind of it again.
The right answer is that it's a big difference between strong players and, let's say, average players. And for Vojta Plat, it will be very hard experience here in Mitropa Cup. The first board was very strong, and I hope he will make 50%. I hope, let's say, I would like to make him 8 points of 9, but it's really difficult to beat anyone here.
Yes, definitely.
So last move is very strange for me.
Yeah, he's aiming for
White bishop
e4.
is not playing, white rook is not playing, white knight on f3 is quite normal, and he jumps somewhere to g5.
He wants to go to e4, I guess.
Okay, but what next and why?
Then maybe knight c5. It's not that illogical.
On c5 and on b7
Yes.
tries to make some pressure, but it seemed to me quite
It is quite
long
slow,
way. And
yes.
Yes.
Then, okay, but
I don't know, just so let's play. For example, I don't know, queen d7.
knight e4.
Oh,
Maybe not queen d7.
Maybe not queen d7. So I will start with something.
Okay, rook e8. Say.
Rook e8.
Okay,
Now
knight e4.
And now I have to say what to do.
I want to play bishop g5 now, and
okay, let's make some
that's
pleasant move,
nasty.
like bishop g4. What to do now? f3, no one wants to play.
After rook e1, okay.
Rook e1.
I just move it away.
And now somehow to make the pressure on d3.
It's not
Now
that
the
easy for black as
knight
well.
is in a pin, so maybe I have some time to do something. Don't know what.
But still, I could play maybe bishop f4. Okay, not here. Knight b5. Okay,
Let's try.
let's try knight e5. I play bishop g5. I want to provoke f6 as well.
You can try. And where to go?
I will try.
Okay, I will be patient. So let's say queen c7.
Patient man. Now b4.
No b4. Yes.
It isn't all that clear. I have b5 coming. I have some play here.
Yes, the queen is not hanging yet, but
it's not that simple.
yeah, it's not so simple. h6.
Yeah. No, just
Bishop
bishop
d2. Now rook a d8.
Rook ac1.
Okay.
Okay, well, he has some play. It's not all that clear. Okay, let's move on. We'll see what they think of.
Okay. So on the second board today in Czech Juniors team is, if I will find it.
Nguyen versus
yes,
Holland.
Nguyen Tadeáš, so against Hungarian Grandmaster. So we will see.
So we had knight of here, and positional variation knight f3. This is all Fiore, definitely. At least I have a feeling I've seen this position.
Yes, but very strange is that they had spent quite a long time until this position.
Oh, I don't think knight a5 is the move. I think he should have played b5.
Immediately, yeah.
Immediately.
What knight? I'm sorry. Knight a5 can be also good. b5, yeah.
Yes.
And what next?
The idea is that sometimes when white takes on f6 with his bishop, you have bishop f6 and knight e4. Sometimes. Yeah. For example, here after knight e5.
And now, for example, knight e5.
Oh, yeah, I take it with
something like this.
Yeah,
yes?
something like that. Or maybe I firstly take on d5 and then knight e4. I'm not sure about knight a5. Also, 1/4 for a long time on knight a5. He fought for.
He fought quite a long time for knight for bishop e6.
Yes.
Also, white fought quite a long time for bishop b3, and knight a5 again against a quarter of hour every move.
Yeah.
So it's
now maybe after knight e5, white has some pull. I simply go knight d5, then c3. Yeah,
Black has to decide what to do.
Yeah, the problem with black's position is that d5 square is horribly weak. As always.
Yes, and also big question is what to do with the knight now.
The knight is out of
yes,
play.
you were right. Probably through d4 it was better, but
okay,
still not the end, of course.
Of course, it's not the end, but it is unpleasant. It's
okay. Let's try.
Okay, I take with a pawn.
I with a pawn. I will play rook c8.
Now c3.
And now I'm hanging on d6 already.
Yeah, you are.
I don't want to hang on d6. What to do?
Well, it's really unpleasant. I have an easy plan. I'll go queen d3, rook fd1, then move the knight away and pressure on d6.
I don't like it. I don't know if I would like.
Maybe it's not that bad, but it's black who has to think, who has to show something.
Yes, and big question what to do with dark square bishop. I would like to give him on g7,
but after g6 I just take on f6 and on d6.
And then on e5.
Yeah.
I will lose everything. Maybe you can take on b3, but it's.
And if you destroy the knight on d5, then you'll be just suffering a very long and very tasteless game.
No, I think it's not possible to play this position just with white knight against dark square bishop.
Yeah, the dark square bishop would be very, very weak against that knight.
So we will see. Okay, so I think white position is preferable.
Then we have Jan Wickow against Korpa.
We'll find it again.
Wickow playing with white. Yeah.
Well, this is just typical direct plan for Jan Wickow, I think.
He's a very good tactician.
Yeah, and just simple. Just go.
Just go f5.
Open the file and let's attack. Jan Wickow is always in fighting spirit.
But black managed to get away with his king, and now the big question is how to attack black's position.
I would like to exchange dark square bishops. I don't know how, but I would like to. So maybe queen g3, queen h4, and then something.
Then you exchange the bishops and then what?
Also, second plan is try to make pressure on d6. So I would like to do something logical. I don't know. The rook is not playing, so let's say if it is possible. This is possible.
Okay, so let's play bishop. I play bishop d7, for example.
Bishop d7, yes. Now maybe the queen g3 is better version because now it's hanging on d6. And my idea after bishop c6 is to play e5 and make only one weak pawn on e6. Of course, the bishop on c6 can be very dangerous for me. I agree. It's clear. But on e6, it's after I take on
d5 on e5, you just go rook a1, right?
Probably I can go on d1. I can go on e1.
And then you take on e5 and
also I can take it with queen, I think, or not? Why not?
Probably. And then you attack on e6.
So I think we must make some precise solution with black in this position.
Maybe queen b6. Why not queen b6?
So this is the position.
Queen b6.
Queen b6 now.
Your pawn on b2
and it's
is
not
hanging
on f6.
I just take it with a rook.
The rook, and so nothing.
And also maybe the knight wants to go away.
Well,
your queen is painted.
I would like to play it like Wickow, so I will play it very aggressively.
And if I play knight d7.
No, you said so. It was not aggressive. It was just bad.
Okay, I play knight d7 and your queen is pinned. And I take on e5.
So now I'm hanging on b2. What to do?
Yeah, let's say you go rook b1.
Such a move, I don't believe that Hansa will play such a move. No, okay, let's try.
Yeah. Now I maybe can go for knight h5 or knight d7 and knight e5.
Knight on e5 can be very fine. Yes.
Yeah, let's go knight d7, for instance.
But your rooks are still not connected, so maybe queen g3.
Queen g3. Now I take on f1.
You will take
I
it.
take it. Take it with, let's say,
I will take
rook.
it with rook.
I play knight e5.
You can take it on b2 if
I don't want to.
And now knight e5.
you would crash me. Knight e5, then bishop d7, and white's attack isn't coming anytime yet. Then I play bishop d7, rook f8.
Right.
This position should be okay, more or less.
Yes. Black comes in time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so after
but he has to be
b6,
precise about it.
Yes, queen b6 is probably a very strong move. Yeah, I agree.
So did they play anything? Yeah, he played knight c3, Vikok, and now Gopa has to find queen b6.
Mm-hmm.
Or he should find it. Okay, let's
move on. Next game.
We have Tadeáš Marek versus Kantor. Tadeáš playing black.
I will try to find him again.
Abbe.
Sorry, I'm blind.
Yes.
Here, thank you. Wow. What a
What
crazy
is that?
position.
Was that some kind of French defense?
What I really like on our young players is that they are not worried about anything. They will just attack in every situation. And I think Tadeáš is such a player. So from the beginning, if we start, after a few moves.
What is that?
After a few moves.
So slow down. What happened there?
Well, I have to say I haven't seen such a position in my chess life yet, but I'm not expert.
This is what always happens in the French defense, in a variation.
Yes, but in their position, the center is blocked. Now. So
yeah,
now
here everything is opened.
Different.
That is very unorthodox position. Yeah. So black.
So now the material is equal. Yeah.
Yeah. So black decided to sacrifice 2 pawns for
one pawn.
Yeah, just one pawn. One pawn for white having his king stuck in center. And also white's pawn structure, this c3, c4, d4
and both
triangle
players
isn't good.
make long castle. Black with normal way and white with such a strange way, but why not? And now in this position.
Yeah, black has to open the position up, definitely.
Of course, because he has one pawn less, and
if white manages to consolidate his position and play
play
with his pawns on the king side, he would just win.
Some kind of clear plan.
Yeah,
like
just
G4,
G5, H4,
H5, G6,
and goodbye.
So black has to do something.
But even if black manages to play d5, it's not like anything happens right now.
Right now, yeah, but choices. The white king is a very big, can be very big problem for white because he has nowhere to hide. Maybe on a1, but again, long way to a1.
Okay, but it's not so easy to break through for black as well.
Okay,
He
let's say
definitely has
something.
but
I don't think it's the best move, but let's say king b2.
okay, I
What
take
to
on
do?
c4.
I'll take it. I will try to take it with knight.
Now tempo king knight d5.
Knight a5. I have to go somewhere with my queen, and honestly, I don't know where to go. Let's say on d2. It's against this rook, but I don't see a better place now. And what to do now with black?
Yeah, you should get more of your pieces into attack.
Is it possible to play something like c5? And is it logical? Is it good?
It is logical. It is possible, but the question is whether it's good or not. Let's play c5. If you open the position up a little bit more, then
Okay, so I will continue my great plan to go to a1, so rook ac1.
Oh. Let's take on d4.
cd4.
And king b8.
And now probably
I
the
want to
pawn
hide
up
on
is
a7.
absolutely for nothing. The chessboard get be smaller in this kind of position. It's only on 4 columns, for 6 columns, or maybe 7 columns, because h5 is probably for no one.
Yeah, and pawn on d4 is horribly weak.
But still not the end. Okay, let's start. At first, I will start with my plan. King
a1, king a7.
Oh, yeah, the same idea.
I'm just a copycat.
And now, somewhere to go. Okay, knight e5.
Knight e5. And here I should just start playing against your pawn on d4.
Yeah,
maybe you want to
I want to play bishop b5 and go on c6. I like this place for my pieces.
Yeah,
and my rook from g1 will go to d1 and will hold the pawn on d4.
No, this is. Well, I'll play f6 here. Okay,
f6 right now.
I want to kick your knight away. Do you go to c6?
I wanted at first to play bishop b5.
No time for that.
No time. Okay, so I will go there right now. You must take it.
I take it and play knight b4.
And now I'm hanging on c6 and hanging on d4. And I have to do something.
And if you go rook c4, I maybe go e5 straight away.
It's still complicated.
It is very complicated.
From public, would you? Okay, no hint. Never mind. But very well. It was one of many possible ways in this game, of course.
It just shows that black's position is playable. The position is playable.
Yes.
For both sides.
Well, it can be very funny.
Yeah. We are looking forward.
I think we will go back to this game for sure.
We had another result in match Germany-Slovenia.
So let's take a look on the first board. It seemed to me like long theoretical line. Donchenko, Borisek. Yes. Yes, I see.
One of the 2 strongest players in this tournament.
So it was
some kind of English opening.
Grandmaster draw.
Possibly.
It seemed to me like theory, and now many pieces will be changed.
He actually white is a bit better because pawn on c6 can be weak, but the problem is that too many pieces have been swapped already.
And if you let's say one rook on the board, there will be draw. I think.
Yeah, and black played very well. He just
all pieces are in game.
Yeah,
everything is okay.
And he's attacking white's weaknesses as well.
Yes, and white was looking.
He was looking forward for draw.
So
they exchanged everything, and now it's just
only waiting for 30 moves because of Sophia rule, which is here.
Do we have Sophia rule here?
Yes. I was asking the main arbiter, and Sophia rule is here applied. So every player has to make 30 moves, or there must be some kind of repetition. Agreed with referee.
But I think Tomasini versus Kunin, the second board of
this match,
of this match is getting heated.
Slovenian Tomasini.
Yes.
Tomasini Kunin. Yes. Oh, but it was just quite fashionable. Whoa. I saw this line.
Behold. Pawn sacrifice.
I was looking for this line when I was preparing against Wojciech Plat a month ago, but then I decided to play a different way. It can be dangerous for black, and I saw some game in this line. I think it was, I'm not sure, but Nguyen and Neumann.
Yeah, Nguyen, the young Czech talent.
second board in our junior team.
Defeated Grandmaster Peter Neumann, one of Czech rather strong grandmasters. He beat him in like 20 moves.
Yes,
maybe it was even less.
Very nice, and it was only one goal.
It wasn't nice.
It was just massacre.
Yeah. Van is a very nice guy, but he's not very nice when it comes to playing chess.
Yeah.
I think Black misplayed that position somehow, because now his king is just stuck on the file where
I'm sorry, but
white sacrifices his pawn.
Here are some.
Yeah, knight f5. I was just thinking about that. What do you do now?
In the board.
After
I don't know.
You have to take on f5.
Yes, you must.
And now I play queen h4. Okay, the
bishop g7.
And now rook g7.
Take it and make.
And rook g1 check.
This
is just over.
You cannot play knight g4.
Yeah, you have to.
Queen is hanging.
Yeah.
I would.
And the king is hanging as well, because of the bishop.
Thank you.
You have to go king f8.
And after bishop f6.
Is there a checkmate?
No, I don't know if
queen e6.
It's just checkmate. But
well, let's just check it to the end. Yes.
And now somehow.
How? The question is how. Is there a checkmate or not?
I think here is checkmate. I will open my e file at first.
And if I take on.
And if you take it, I will give check.
King e8.
Another check.
King d7.
Another check.
Oh no.
And last check.
Oh no. That is too bad.
It's too bad.
And he can divert from this.
Well,
This is knight
it's
f5.
not so complicated. Probably I am.
He's definitely calculating that now.
And what seemed to me quite easy.
He has to go bishop g7. This all is forced.
On f6 it's hanging. Maybe it's not possible.
Yeah, maybe knight d7. But I just take on a6
and the compensation here is brutal. At least brutal.
You don't need compensation because
you can play c5 because of knight e5.
Yeah.
Rook g8.
Yeah,
okay.
but after you play rook g8, I can even take on f5 and have an ongoing attack, if nothing else. Yeah. White is nothing down and his attack is still going.
Maybe it's not the end yet, but.
Well, this is nasty.
Very nasty. I don't like the black position. But I will try to hold it. But if
yeah, can I take on g8 and knight e4?
Not yet, because I will take it with my queen.
Yeah, you take it with your queen.
But you can play some you must pay attention because of queen e1. But some plan like f3, but maybe I will survive. Who knows?
But you have to play knight d7.
It's not the game. Yeah. So if you have some concrete information
do you have some
for
concrete
us?
Variations?
Okay. So let's move on.
Let's move on. Yeah. I think he'll play knight f5 though.
Okay. So.
And we have in that match Lampert versus Steiner.
Lampert versus Steiner.
Lampert playing with white.
Here, this is another position. It was for Janisch.
So yeah, I was hoping for some crazy Janisch variations after d5, but he played knight f6.
I think it's popular now to play this way. I think this is all quite popular line.
Yeah.
I play that. I think the same position with black. And
but this can get interesting. Black's usual idea is to sacrifice a pawn for 2 bishops and then hold an ending to a draw.
Well, in last years, yes.
Yeah.
In last year, yes. But previously, in past, Black tried to give the pawn for some attack and to win.
Then he realized that draw is a safer option.
I think Rajabov at first place, and Yanish changed its popularity to make a draw and not to win. But
That's a sad story.
okay, but now position is
Yeah, White
very.
has to solve some concrete problems. Black's threatening bishop c5
Well,
now.
I see on last move, Black spent about 26 minutes. It's quite long way to think, and on
he's
a7 it's not hanging.
He's
There's
already
threat.
down to 30 minutes for his...
And now
And he
it
has
was played
still
d4.
27 moves to go.
Yeah,
d4. That looks logical. You have to do something about bishop c5.
d4. Yes, d4 and
Now what? We should include rook on e8 into play somehow. So maybe rook g8 probably not yet. Maybe you just want to take on f4, do you?
maybe also c5. I
don't.
think is a move.
c5 is a move.
Exchange one pair of
The problem here is that White's threatening to take on g5. For example, if you play c5 here, I just take on g5 and you cannot take on g5.
No.
Yeah,
So good.
also the bishop on f5 is hanging.
Yeah, so
So
now it's not
you have to do something now.
some concrete.
There is a knight on e5.
Vy tam děláte tam i blbosti? Berete na G5 dámu, pak jdete na G6.
No, now yes. No, it's on g5 it's hanging.
So what do you now? What do you do now?
I
Do
do-
you play g4? Do you want to play g4? You probably don't.
I didn't want to play g4.
But maybe you'll have to.
Maybe I
And now Black can start playing for compensation along white squares. Because the bishop on f5 has no opposition here.
Yes, but
I don't.
what to do with my rooks, for example?
Yeah, but
All fires are closed.
what else can he do except
Then white will
for
just
g4?
make something with his bishop, then with his rook, and I have just pawnless. No. I don't know. I really don't know what to play after d4. Because if I will take it on f4, I think it's
He
just
can
bad.
he can take with his queen.
with queen, with bishop.
Yeah, but if you take with queen, then the bishop on f5 is hanging, and
I
also
must play
you can
rook
move,
f8.
move away.
Well, I don't like the position
Yeah,
now.
me neither. But I think he'll go for g4 and try to create some magic.
Or let's try bishop e4. Is it move?
If I take on g5,
And now some compensation. I will take it on d4
okay, let's take.
with the rook probably.
Yes.
And I will take it on d4.
Yeah, but nevertheless you're a pawn down.
I'm pawn down.
A
Yeah,
sound
but
pawn down.
still. two
Still
bishops.
breathing, not for
And
too
for
long.
example, after bishop e3, I can think at least about moves like bishop c5.
Wow.
Or rook d5 maybe better.
Rook d5, just simply.
And take on g5.
Myslíš zase na to, nelezeš do té vazby.
After knight f7?
Knight f7, but here's the knight. It is a little misplaced.
Yeah, it is misplaced. I agree. But now I just want to play h4, possibly. Rook af1, rook somewhere.
Simply bishop g6.
Bishop
g6. And after h4?
h4.
I like my
Now-
pawns.
Somewhere cleverly with this bishop, but where to? Okay, so on b4, let's say. Bishop b4.
Maybe f8 even.
f8 even. I would like to go on b4 to not let you play rook e1.
And after I move the bishop away, for example, if I play bishop f4,
No, it's hanging on f7.
yeah, it's also hanging on f7.
You now
It's
don't
hanging
have
on
a
f7,
good-
hanging on e3.
And now the bishop is hanging and not so easy to hold it. Everything. For example, after rook f3, I think I have bishop h5.
Yeah, or simply take on f7 and on e3.
E3 now.
Or rook e3. Yeah,
No,
just
anything.
Just show
anything.
it. You can just
I think anything.
you can
would
just
be
you can just take on e3
for example, and on f7 is hanging. Everything is possible.
and bishop
with that
c5
position.
here. That's another idea.
Wygrała dwie figury na meczu szczerze.
No, now it's one
He-
piece
he-
more.
he's-
Clear
he-
one piece.
His clear piece up here. Yeah. So bishop e4 is a nice idea.
To win one piece.
Yes.
Though he played g4.
He played g4. But
He probably heard us or heard me.
yes, but g4, as we told, it's maybe for a long time compensation about white squares.
Yes,
But
yes,
all
a plan
fires
here.
are now closed. On e5, it's terrible piece, and I think
Yeah, why not for the knight on e5?
if this is position for Manish, no one would likely play Anish.
Yes.
So we will see. Don't know. So let's go on. Let's try another game.
Vogel Spalier? Or Spalier? Vogel. Spalier playing with white.
It was there.
But from the end.
I'm so blind now.
Underblatt.
Yes. So, what is this? Some kind of wrench. But without bishop.
Let's start from
Well,
from
okay,
from the
we'll start
opening.
from opening. So it was queen gambit.
Yeah. Some kind of
Slovene.
or semi-slow. e4, bishop d3. Okay.
This is, I think,
Why-
everything's normal.
Yeah. White has some advantage in the center, but or more or less he has some space advantage, but it's not that bad for black, as many pieces have been swapped away.
Now typical to take it with f pawn.
Yeah.
Such a position.
And why does black do it? Why does he take with f1? Why not h pawn?
The reason is at first to make some activity via a file. So second thing is that after you would take it with h pawn. You always have to count something, plan something like knight g5, anything, let's say absolutely anything, queen f4, absolutely anything, queen h4.
You could have played queen h3 straight away.
Just
but-
the plan is somehow when the knight is hanging, for example, you can play
Yeah.
bishop e7, so it's not so easy.
This is well known since 60 years.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's the reason why
You
take.
should take
It's
Yes,
it's been
yes,
known
as
from
we
the 60s.
Yes.
The spectators
so,
say 50s even. Okay.
So take it by f pawn. That's the reason why it's so logical.
And
now
now
in
White
this
wants to
position-
create something on the queen on the
Yeah.
queen side, but
Very very interesting.
Yeah,
This
he-
knight on d7 didn't play, and now
he
we
comes
will
to play
move to
via
better
via
place.
c6. Yeah. Black is doing just fine.
Hmm.
Maybe even not better, but fine.
So what's the result of this
Now he should be careful about rook f3, I guess. What is rook f3 here?
immediately?
Immediately, I take and take on d4.
It's typical sacrifice of exchange.
Now
Try to- if it is possible, it can be good.
I don't think so. I don't believe
queen d3. Okay, let's say queen d3. I just go maybe knight c6. Pawn on e5 is hanging.
f5 also was nice square.
Yeah, f5 was a nice square as well.
f4 or bishop f4.
You can after bishop f4 I can go for
No,
maybe
f4.
rook f8.
F4. There's a hint from public. We are discussing here with Grandmaster Plachetka.
Grandmaster.
But I don't know. Like I can have.
Yeah.
Grandmaster Plachetka doesn't know what's the best, but he tries to play.
He doesn't trust this sacrifice that much. He may be right, because maybe the position isn't ready yet for the sacrifice. But it definitely is an option, and it has to be
it's an
calculated.
idea which is very important
Yeah.
in this position. So it's one of possible ways. What's next?
Yeah.
For
okay,
example,
so-
just double my rooks on b file.
and attack on b3.
Just simple
Mhm.
plan, very. So let's try
Simple
rook,
and maybe very effective.
rook b6. Queen has to go away. Let's say here, and I will double my rooks. In next move, I would like to go with my bishop backward
And attack on b3.
and take it on b3.
And that is unpleasant, because you have to regroup your knight to d2. For example, let's play something stupid.
Bishop e7,
Bishop e7, knight d2.
and now I have ideas sometimes. I
You-
don't know if immediately, but bishop g5. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just to provoke f4, right?
But instead of h3, you could play bishop e3.
Yeah, you just yeah.
I have to say it's impossible for chess watchers to hear you, so we have to repeat your opinions. So
Yeah. Okay. So the problem is that white would have to go back with his pieces after rook b8 and knight d2, and he doesn't want to.
and on the first side, it seemed to me that white position is a little passive.
Yes.
He has no active plan and just defending.
You can find more interesting games.
Okay, so there's the biggest, the best idea to move to next game. Yeah. Okay. So we have here Grandmaster Plachetka. So
I don't know
we-
which one, but British.
it's possible to move, let's say, to women's section. I
Okay.
think. Because in women's
I'm
section,
up for it.
I have to say that mostly there are more interesting games.
Surely you will find.
So
Okay.
which one we will start? We will start with
With
Czech,
Czech team.
of course, with Czech.
With Exler versus Vorek. The Czechs are playing Austrians today, both in men and in women's section.
Yeah. Jana Vorek, also new one to our Czech team.
Yeah, she came to Czech Republic from Poland.
Yeah, and yesterday she won, and she showed, I think, very fighting spirit, because our
Yeah.
team was losing 1-0, and she had to win. And
Yeah, she blundered a
was-
pawn.
I don't know
trying
if
to win.
blundered, if she just maybe sacrificed the pawn. I don't know.
Oh, well, it was more or less it was a blunder, but anyway, she continued to play on, and in the end, she beat her opponent.
Yeah, so
It was very
her
fighting game.
spirit is great. So another
Yeah,
position.
this is standard.
Wow.
White managed to build up her center, d4, e4, but in exchange for it, she had to sacrifice her pawn on c4. Now it looks like she's taking it back, but it's not that simple.
Not that simple, and black tries to make some counterplay
Yeah,
in time.
will she be in time?
Maybe she is in time, yes. Because now, of course, there are some weaknesses on the king's side, but not so important now.
No, yeah, but now you have to do something about the threat of dc5.
dc5 also, I think, of course,
Also
dc5 is
d5.
big threat, but the d5 is also a positional threat.
So let's say that
Let's say we will
we
take
just
it.
take. Okay.
I'm sorry, I will mute my computer. So now
cd4.
once more. cd4, and white will take it with knight, probably.
Knight or bishop. Okay, let's take with knight.
With knight. Now there are some threats like knight e6.
So queen c7 looks
queen
logical.
c7, and now I will jump to next place. Let's say on b5.
After I do I want to take it or not? If I take on b5.
take it on d5. Okay, so I will move there with my second knight.
Can I play queen e5
And
here?
I'm very afraid that next move I will take it on a7.
Yeah, that's a nice idea. Let's just
For
show
example,
it.
queen b7, knight takes a7,
Queen a7 and a5.
and a5. Now it seems very dangerous, but maybe there's bishop c5 and not the end yet.
Uh-huh.
I'm still holding
Still
on.
briefing.
Maybe, but sometimes, somehow, something like queen b2 in this position. Maybe now? Is it possible? Queen b2?
The idea is that after
Take
bishop
it.
c5,
I
you
will
take
it
on
f6, yes.
And attack
Idea
my king.
is that it's not possible to play bishop c5,
But
and now it's hanging.
But
What to do?
white can play just c3 here.
No, I will take it on b6.
Queen b2 is better because of knight takes a4.
Yeah,
No. Bishop takes.
you can take on a4.
Yeah, but why? Maybe
But-
it works.
Maybe it works.
Maybe
Knight a4 is
Yeah,
maybe good.
yeah, but
to do.
knight takes a7 is a nice idea, all in all, and it can happen in more variations. So
Okay, now in the main line, what is this?
this shouldn't be that bad for black as well.
Maybe it's
Yeah, maybe it's-
not bad. It's just better because I have
Yeah.
pawn up and pawn up, and
Yeah, and she did take on d4, and the question is,
but no,
what happens
no.
whether she takes on d4 with her knight or bishop?
So this is now current position. Yes.
Yes.
No, at least this is very complicated position.
I think you don't need to hurry with knight takes a7.
Grandmaster Plachetka thinks that it's not important to take it on a7 so
Yeah.
quickly. So
Queen B, we can just go for rook b1, for example,
A5
or a5 and rook
A5
b1.
immediately.
Maybe bishop g2 firstly.
there are many good moves in
Yeah.
this position. My knight has to go probably to d7.
Yes, but the problem here is that knight on b5 and pawn on e4 are hanging. So maybe you should have just play bishop g2 here. Just play bishop g2. Just hold everything together, and now we plan to go possibly rook.
Yeah, and the
Rook
c pawn
b1.
is defender of my queen now
Yeah.
in this position. I see.
It's not that
Why
easy
not?
to find a move for black.
Why not? A6.
Well, for example, after a6, I just probably move my knight away somehow, somewhere. Do I?
When I go on d6,
Yeah, you go on d6.
and then there are
And
some
the-
ideas with e5.
Take
I'm
with-
very
with the
afraid
rook.
that
And e5 is in the air.
I'm
For
very
example,
afraid
rook c6,
rook c6 is not possible because of e5,
e5.
probably.
And after knight d5, I just
Well, maybe it's not so simple. Huh?
maybe it's maybe it's not so simple again.
And rook b1, is it right? Rook b1.
Rook
I'm-
b1.
Didn't.
Well, there are too many pins here.
Too many pins.
Too many, way too many pins.
Everything depends if queen c7 goes or not.
Well,
No, it's not possible queen c7 because
is-
after queen c7 I will take it on c6 and then I will take it on b6.
yeah,
Right.
this is the idea. But I don't know. Well, let's say after rook takes
I will take it.
d6 and maybe knight e3
Well, I'm
is
sorry,
an idea here. I don't know.
It was not the end of the line because the
Was it
line
not?
could continue with knight takes on e3.
Here.
And here, take it. Takes. Rook take. And if I will take it on b6 with rook, like now knight e3.
Aha, knight e3 here.
Yes, yes.
It's not
that's
still
sweet.
the end.
This is what
Okay, I can take it with bishop on b6, right?
And now rook b8, maybe. It's
No,
worse.
no,
it's,
you're
no, it's not
just a
enough,
piece down.
yes.
Okay,
Yes, but it's
they-
one
they-
of very funny variation.
This can become a big mess. I would let them calculate it for us.
Yeah, and by my point of view, very important will be how many time. What will be the time of
Yeah.
thinking.
Veronica
for
Exler
next
is
moves.
down to 20 minutes. in this-
20 minutes?
Yeah, in this
Wow.
position. And
Well,
she's still thinking.
It
And
can be
Joanna is
too-
over 1 hour.
So,
Yeah.
well, I'm happy because I would like.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
good message for us.
Okay, let's go to second board.
Uh,
Who is
there we
playing
have,
second board today?
Teresa Rothstein playing Anna Schneck.
Yes. Teresa today is playing her first game.
Ruy Lopez, that's long
Some
theoretical
kind of
variation.
theoretical line.
Bishop e6 is not the main move, but okay, it's one of the lines. She gets her knight into play, and d5.
D5 after small thinking. Bishop D2, A5.
Well, okay, c4.
C4 right now.
Yeah, well, it's just she's just cementing her center, but actually she should start playing on the king side. She should play g4 and g5 and move her knights toward enemy king.
Well, I don't like move C4, I have to say.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I see no point in this move. After A4 maybe is very good. After B4, black took it with the knight, but what to do, for example, after B4?
Oh, yeah.
Or BC4 or B4, something like this.
Yeah, the problem here is that...
Or maybe knight takes A4 is also good. I don't want to say any word against that, but I don't like white plan.
And she took on A4, then played B4. So we just
And now
transposed.
move like knight D1. Well, I don't like it.
No, I think Teresa went astray.
Because this is, well, Anna Schneck is a very experienced player.
Well, I think she shouldn't have played c4 at all. She should have played maybe g4 here.
Whole plan I don't
Why
like.
why not g4?
When I try to block the center with d5, then my idea is to start attacking immediately.
Yeah.
Not? Yes.
So
I think there's no time to wait for waiting.
yeah,
No reason for waiting.
the queen side is black's playground, and you should play on the right side.
Maybe she was afraid of c4. I don't know.
Well, okay, c4 is a move, but whatever. What happens after?
Or I'm sorry. Now maybe g5 is threat. Or
Is
not?
it? After g5 you just go knight d5 and now
I'm sorry,
and now knight e5.
No, I thought about something like this. But knight f4. Maybe it's just
Maybe
complications.
yeah.
Maybe it's not so important now. But g4 is logical,
Mhm.
at least logical. And now black has to do something. As I told
Yes.
before, this is not position which white looking for.
Yeah.
When it wants to play Spanish, this is on d5. It's nice pawn, yeah, but
Yeah,
pieces are bad.
this is definitely better for black. She's way ahead in her attack. Yeah, knight d1.
Knight.
Yeah, knight h5, knight d1. This is the position we have.
This is
this-
current position. I don't know what is time on the clocks. Can you tell us?
time clock is 37 against
Quite equal.
45.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
37 for black.
Mhm.
Rather equal, but the position definitely isn't equal. Black has to find the good plan here.
Mhm.
Maybe she.
We have to hope that.
Oh.
There's a. What is the idea of knight d1? Tell me.
To
She-
control square f4
And
because
c3.
Yeah.
now there is threat. Knight takes e5. If it doesn't work immediately because of knight f4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it is why he played. She
Okay,
played,
so-
I see. I see.
Yeah.
I
So
am not sure if it is the best
so-
solution, but
yeah, the idea of knight d1 is just to control the square f4.
but the idea I understand, right?
Yeah, but
And
and also c3. But the moment white has to play such moves, it's it means something went wrong in her play.
Now probably if black can come back or g6.
Yeah, probably she can go for just g6
Maybe.
and rook f8
But
and f5.
the threat knight e5 is not threat, or
Yeah, the big question is whether knight takes e5 is a threat here. For example, if I play something really really neutral like rook a7, and then whether knight e5 is a threat here.
Is this
Probably it is, because after d5 I
It's
just want
hanging
to
on
take
h5.
on h5.
So we will have to do something.
Yeah.
So g6 is one
G-
solution, and my question if knight f4 is
Yeah,
a second
sorry.
solution.
Knight f4.
Just simply
Yeah,
go there.
you can probably just jump on f4. I will have to take it one day.
Okay, so try take it immediately and play something like queen d2, I don't know, e5. But
Yeah.
e5 there is it can be very it's very fine. But
This can be double edged.
rook on
because-
e8 and queen on e2.
Because after e5,
Yeah,
probably
that's the idea. After bishop f6, they want to play queen d3.
Yeah. So Black should be
yes.
careful about her play as well.
And g6 is again very useful move. And of course, it's too late to play it now.
Yeah. Okay, so probably I think she should go for g6 and play it slowly. Then
no threat, and maybe we can continue variation. Bishop f6, queen d3, g6, because rook is hanging on.
On f3 is knight. On f3 is knight. I'm sorry, but it's not threat.
yeah. So
Okay, let's. I think it can be very complicated,
Yeah,
but,
but
we prefer black position.
yeah, I think she'll just go for g6, rook f8, and f5.
Yeah, g6 is,
just
I think, quite
logical.
typical positional solution. Why not?
Okay.
Let's move on. Let's say
do we
to
have now?
Slovak players.
So on the first
We have
board
here
we
a
have
captain on the Slovak team, so
yeah.
maybe he will tell us if the position is good or not. So,
Grandmaster Repkova is very optimistic.
Yeah.
Grandmaster Repkova on the first board, she is very optimistic, or she was very optimistic, maybe.
I think she's
But maybe
Yeah,
she likes to play in an optimistic way always. So I think
Always.
so. It's nothing new.
Maybe she overlooks some form.
So,
Now it happened.
Black
So-
is not worried about any weaknesses.
yeah. So,
Now she is in trouble.
Yeah,
Because she should play not yes,
Grandmaster
Grams-
Plachetka.
but the threat is queen d5 check, winning either some rook or
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Grandmaster Repkova, basically she went for an all-in attack, I guess.
Always, yes.
And
Grandmaster
here
Plachetka
again.
told us probably the same. So that sometimes she likes to attack in a position when the attack is not the best way.
Yeah.
I think in this position she should play something prophylactic move like rook a d d.
Grandmaster Plachetka offers us some normal move, like something like rook ad8 or rook e8, for example, and so on.
Because in some variations the rook is hanging on.
And that's because the rook is not playing on a8 at first, and at second it's also hanging on a8
Maybe-
in some variation after queen d5.
Yeah, maybe after rook fd1, maybe she should have just taken on d4. Why not take on d4? She went. She
No,
went.
you have to
Sorry.
receiving moves.
Sorry.
Probably it's also
Yeah, she went for
Maybe
e5.
knight f3.
Maybe knight f3, but the position is
I'm
just
sorry,
about
knight
normal.
f3 is maybe e5.
this is not
Yeah.
good because of if
So
Yeah,
back.
this
So I have to do it in a different way.
In what way?
So on b3.
But after b3, you can go for e5 anyway. And
after take it.
after taking, just go e4.
No.
This
Now
this
queen
looks
c3.
okay. Okay, but there's nothing going wrong for like here, I guess.
maybe it is more promising. Rook a e e.
Yes, now
Yeah,
maybe
no,
now black position.
Because
Seems
what happened in the
good.
game was that
Yeah,
Black created
let's take a
has-
look at the game once
Yeah.
more.
She
So
could-
in the game it was e5, knight b3, e4, queen e2,
Yeah.
and now black has always problems with d5 square.
Yeah. Also, c5 is weak and d7 is weak. She
Yeah.
created herself
Take it
many
on d4
weaknesses.
is for nothing because white will take it with piece always. So now
It is useless.
Rook
also.
c1.
C1, I don't know
Yeah.
why.
And now she went all in. She went rook f6.
rook f6. It's yes, it's
Here it comes.
It is too optimistic. I think it is premature.
Grandmaster Plachetka thinks that rook f6 is premature. It's not.
Yeah, but she has to do something. And
Mm.
women
Maybe-
like to attack.
Yes, but maybe d6.
Combination that opened with another rook.
Yeah, maybe d6 was an idea.
Maybe d6 I think is good,
D6.
good possibility. Just because now the white knight on b3 is not in game, and also I have a big question: why did play white rook ac1? For what?
Yeah.
I think just d6 is normal move.
She should have.
Rook f6 is very aggressive
Yeah,
move.
she should have
DC5,
taken on c5 when she
DC5.
had a chance, don't you think, Pavel?
With white.
Oh yeah.
In this position.
Instead of rook ac1.
Yes.
Why not dc5
Why not?
and rook d5? Just
Rook. Yes.
play dc5.
Just take it on c5.
Take it or
Open
leave it.
d file for my rooks. For example, rook d5. As
Now
I
the
just
pawn on
said,
c5 is hanging, so you have to play possibly
D6.
d6. And rook ad1.
Rook f6.
Yes.
And well, I can say that a knight on b3 again is.
Okay, but
not
now
the
queen
best.
d2. Play queen d2 here.
Queen d2.
Queen d2 and pawn on d6 is hanging again.
It's not easy to defend it. Yes.
Yeah. Possibly rook b8, but this all is
No, rook d8.
this is all Christmas for
Rook b8, not rook
white.
d8.
rook b8. Yeah.
Because after rook d8, of course, it's hanging on c5. And now maybe now it's playable for black. But anyhow, rook ac1, I don't understand the move. Also, after 12 minutes, I don't see the point. Rook f6, as I told, I think d6 is better, but maybe I'm wrong. dc5, bc5, queen d2, and now the queen will be very strong on d5. Sometimes it's hanging on a8, sometimes on c6.
Maybe
rook
she should have
d6.
taken on c5 on the 19th move and
Check.
then queen d2.
Maybe yes. King h8, and now white just took the pawn. Now fret, mate in 1.
She saw it.
G3. I think. And what next?
What a chance.
Queen f6, backward. On b2 it's pawn.
I don't really get it. Why not? Why not?
Maybe f4.
F4.
Black one is intending to play.
Okay, but if I can I
And
I
offers
can
b7
probably
pawn.
not take on d7 because of queen b2.
Queen b2 or knight e5.
Knight e5. Yeah, knight e5. Yeah, of course.
Also, queen b2 is idea, but knight
Uh-huh,
e5
but knight
is
e5
probably the main
threatening
idea, and that's
knight
the reason
f3,
why
knight
queen
e3.
f6 was played.
Yes.
But again, I have one
I can
question:
stop it.
why Why is she playing queen f6 and not rook e8 with the same idea?
Because
Again, please tell me.
because I'm not sure why.
Is there some checkmate on back rank or why? The same idea, and only making good move with the rook, which is not playing.
Rook d5 now.
Rook d5 now, yes.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Everything. E5 is not available for me now.
Yeah.
For f5 is complete.
I had some idea, but it's not working. Something like knight e5, and now after taking d6 to make a fork, but
Sweet.
here's checkmate, so it's not so good.
Okay, but
Okay, so
can I
queen
play it
h6?
after queen f6? Can I play rook d5 anyway?
Rook d5, maybe the same way,
This position in the game.
but now queen f6
Queen
is
f6.
last move from
Yeah.
the game. What do we know? But now maybe something like
Or maybe take on b2
Rook
simple.
d5 was played already.
no. It's just our idea. Rook d5.
Yeah, we just want to
Will work.
prevent knight e5 from happening. The question is whether I can probably just take on b2 here. Just take the pawn.
Take
Take
the pawn,
the
but
guy.
on
Your-
b3 is hanging. Yes.
Yeah, your knight is hanging on b3, and also the rook.
And if I would like to take it anyway on f5 and say thank you.
Oh,
My idea is after queen b3,
oh my.
queen f8, rook takes f8, and rook takes f8.
That hurts.
That hurts.
Love hurts.
Well, rook d5
Rook d5
would
is a
be-
good move.
Could be very unpleasant for black. I don't know. Rook f8.
No, it is quite very good.
Well,
But when you play rook f8, the rook is.
as we told a
attacked.
few minutes ago, just the whole strategy of black seems to me quite risky.
Yeah.
At least risky.
But she shall maybe protect her pawn on d2. I know. I
No,
think so.
Grandmaster Plachetka believes that white would defend on b2, but
Maybe rook c5.
well, it's
Well,
why not?
it's women chess. Anything is possible.
Yes,
But-
I have been working many years with
Yeah,
so
g-
I know.
Yeah.
Grandmaster Plachetka told us that after many years, which was spent with women, he started to think like women. So
But maybe I don't say that it is bad move.
Maybe not.
Maybe rook d5 is not
Uh,
so.
Yeah.
Only-
Maybe rook c2 is good.
Rook c2 I think is not a bad move, but I think Rook d5 is definitely the best.
Knight d4.
Yeah, maybe knight d4 also. But
Knight d4, but knight e5.
Knight
yeah,
before knight
when black gets knight d5 in, then
Then we can
it becomes a bit
say
unclear.
that there is a compensation.
yeah, or at least some chances. Oh, she played queen d5. What is that?
Last move, I
Yeah,
would
queen
like to move
d5.
on, but queen
She
d5,
played queen d5.
back,
d5.
Yeah.
fantastic move.
Uh,
And now tell me why.
yeah, it is fantastic, but we don't know
I'm
why.
sorry?
It's against knight e5.
It's against knight e5. Yeah.
Oh,
Ah, it's a pin.
I have to go another rook. I don't know where, but somewhere. Another rook.
But after rook
Rook
b8,
b8.
for example,
Yeah.
rook d8, rook b8,
Rook d8.
Rook b8. Right.
d8, yes.
and now,
And now knight e5.
na-
Knight e5, just knight e5. And queen d5 is a strange
Okay.
move.
well, yes.
Okay.
No.
Well, I would move on because
Okay, so let's move on.
we
because
we can't
the
guess
game
a
is
single
not
move.
ending yet, and there are many interesting games.
Yeah. Then we have
So, let's say second board of
yeah,
Slovak.
that's Motichakova Vujnovic.
Chaka Vujnovic, 25 moves.
Oh, that's a very close
All
position.
pawns are still
Yeah,
on the board.
Almost all the
All
pieces. Just
Not a block, but
one pair of light pieces swapped off.
maybe it's very. I saw that yesterday. Motichakova also, when the result on the first board was win for Slovak, she just drew the position with no problem because after that it was match win, and why not? Maybe today is the same strategy. She just waits how the
Yeah, wait,
How-
how it turns out.
what will be on the first board,
Sure.
and after that, maybe she will continue to fight or she will draw again.
That's
Who
a
knows?
reliable strategy. Okay, what was that? That was some Alekhine's
Okay, I will-
defense.
Alechin.
Bishop b3, a4.
D5,
And
this is the line.
it comes. Let's block it all.
Oh, I think black's position is absolutely okay,
Yeah.
but white position also. This
Both
is
positions are
some
okay.
kind of
It's
strange
very
war.
sorry, But the only question is why can win or not?
Yeah,
Clearly better for white, of course, because he has played the plan with g4, not immediately, but.
Well, Grandmaster Plachetka thinks that white position is quite preferable because of plan of with
Of
G4.
G4
and F5. But by my point of view, it's not so clear because black has also plan with C5 and play on C file. So, and I played such similar positions from Karakan with G6, and I don't think that white is in any trouble here. Black is in any, I'm sorry,
White
black
defends
is in
in
any
that.
trouble here. I think it's just normal position, and
but black should be more careful, I guess.
Very complicated. Maybe,
Of course.
Maybe the best move are king f1, king g2, and to prepare g4 and to have everything. I don't know.
okay.
Not long castle.
Okay, I think we.
Well, okay, I agree. White position is how to say it, more fine. Yeah, white has spice. Grandmaster Vokač thinks that black's position is not so good because of knight on b6. I agree, probably yes. I had some new information from our match. So Grandmaster Žilka already drew his position. So let's turn back to men's section now. We can take a look. What is new? If I will find him.
Žilka was playing.
Hráček drew already 1 hour ago, and Žilka it's new. Seems to be logical. Rook up, so draw is good. So we last time we were in this position after h6.
Yeah.
I can remember. He was played queen g3, queen d5, and not rook c5. Probably we didn't see something. Maybe queen b3.
Or maybe White just wanted to swap pieces off the board.
Okay, so
just exchange everything and hope for a draw.
I see. And Stepan likes to take
Pawns.
anything, but also he will lose something. And now
it's just exchanging all down to a draw.
Will be draw. And now a very easy draw. I see. So both players were satisfied with draw, probably.
And we have only two games going on from that match.
Yes, with white pieces.
Yeah, that's pretty good for us, actually.
Our opponent from Austria plays the Bulgarian way of playing match with black pieces. So we will see what will be next. Okay, so let's move on to another Czech player. Okay, so captain of Hungary has come, so let's move to Hungary.
Let's see how Hungary suffering.
Okay, so
The
first board.
Plat
Erdős. So last time we had here the position with weak deep.
Yeah, after knight g5.
So after g5 it was played knight fd7.
Yeah, he wants to take the pawn on d3.
Bishop g4, my move. Queen b3.
What is queen b3 about?
I think he didn't see knight c5 by my point of view.
But why queen b3 anyway? Why would you play queen b3?
Why? Well,
it's just senseless.
Sometimes it's very difficult for me to understand Plat play. So why?
I think
I don't know. Well, it's maybe just pass. You know, just
One at d4.
d4. I'm sorry, I have to stop it back. So once more.
f3.
Victor had, I think, 8 minutes only.
8 minutes only, So
Yeah,
it can be. So
that's true.
we will move forward during our game.
But the position looks okay for black.
Yeah, that's white lost 2 tempos.
Yeah.
Pawn on d3 is...
Yeah, but
Weak forever. F3 pawn also.
yeah, but Erdős was
right
so surprised with Vojta's play that he spent all his time for the game.
It's typical for him to play quickly and try to make pressure on his opponent, but Viktor Erdős is not so weak as we. So
yeah, but this position is absolutely okay for black.
No, I don't think okay. It's just better, by my point of view. Because now in this position, I will play it simply way. Just move with my queen, probably on d7, and double my rooks on e1.
Yeah.
e5.
Yeah, f4 is an idea as well.
f4.
Killing your bishop on g2.
Yes. And after that, on g2, it will not be bishop, but
just a big pawn. Yeah. Okay.
Possibility to go back.
This is definitely preferable for.
No, what's on the clock? So
it's 55 minutes for white and 8
rest.
for black.
8 for black, but
8 minutes for
not
16 moves. That's not a
it's
lot.
not a lot, but if I can remember, it's just typical for Viktor Tadeáš.
He's very good in time travel.
Yeah.
It's not new for him.
Yes, Captain Hung.
Not as complicated.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Hungarian captain is not really scared about
Not
that
afraid.
situation. Yeah.
He believes that they win in this game. So let's move on to another Hungarian game
have,
on the second board.
Horváth Nguyen.
Horváth Nguyen. Nguyen.
Horváth Nguyen. Yeah.
Here,
There we
Horváth
go.
Nguyen. So last time we saw
The position after knight f5.
this was and
Yeah.
we were speaking that knight on a5 was not.
Yeah, queen d3 looks well. You just want to play rook fd1 and attack on d6.
Why took it with c pawn? Why not?
Okay.
Rook fd1, rook d2. Just simple plan. Just make pressure on d6. Try and it's
Then you just play.
after b5, b4. It's very easy what to move on.
It's an easy game for
white, and for black it's not so easy because he has to defend d6 pawn. He has to try to make some activity.
But at the same time, you only have one weakness on d6.
Of course, and sometimes if you lose or sacrifice a pawn, the position can be opened, and after that the bishops can be very strong.
Also, the pawn structure isn't that bad because
I think black is doing fine here.
yeah.
So double the rooks on the c5. I mean, for white the only place
Hung-
on knight e5.
Maybe as is told here,
Yeah.
black is okay.
Yeah.
Maybe yes, I don't know. Big question is if it was or it was not, I don't know, to take it now on b3 maybe
Yeah,
with a pawn.
Maybe with a pawn.
Not
It was a strange decision to take with c pawn.
If it, of course c5 is not opened, but now
Yeah, but
pawns are-
since you always can play c3 and b4,
and sometimes you can try to make weakness, the second weakness on the queen side.
I think cb3 wasn't that.
I don't know if this is good or bad. It was played quite quickly.
I'm not sure.
Okay, now this position, maybe it's good for black, I don't know.
But still, why do we play rook d1, then try to shuffle the knights around?
I have to say that in this position it's very nice on the 6th rank, the black pieces. Yeah, maybe after g6 and a6, all 6th rank will be fulfilled with black pieces.
Well, you have to transfer your rook from f8 somewhere on g6 or a6.
Okay.
Not so
Just-
easy
it's
to
fun,
do.
of course. Let's move on. Third board. Third board
Viko
is-
Korpa. You have it right here. It's no Viko Korpa.
I was blind, sorry. So, move on.
Yeah, we are wondering. Yeah, we saw position after 14th move of white.
Okay, it was this
Yeah,
position.
we are wondering whether he would find queen b6,
Yeah, queen b6, it was played.
and he did.
And
Queen
he,
e3.
And he played queen e3. Well,
So why can I not take your pawn on b2
and win a piece.
and win a piece?
What is the
Idea.
problem, We'll have to take a look. I have to say, it's not winning a piece, but probably because of knight a4,
Oh, that's queen b-
knight b6,
Yeah,
and
knight b6.
some chances against this pawn. I'm sorry.
Pánové.
Pardon, omlouvám se, ale mohli byste se jít bavit jinam nebo potišej? Děkuju. Díky. Okay, so now back. So it was exchanging of queens on e3 in the game.
That
Black played in
well.
just simple way.
I think queen e3 was not such a Such
Queen
a good move.
e3
Why
is
queen
a
e3?
different way.
That's not very ambitious.
It's not ambitious. Yes, at first moment, white was very ambitious with
Yeah.
f pawn. Yeah, started to run through the black's position, and we thought that white would like to checkmate
Yeah,
his opponent, but after queen e3, it's
he
not
totally
possible.
changed the strategy.
I think knight c3 was a little mistake. Move 40.
Mm-hmm.
Knight d2 is better. to
Yeah,
play
knight e2 maybe.
Here's a
Yeah,
hint
go-
from Hungarian captain that better in this position is to play knight d2.
Because the weakness is the d6 pawn, so I should
Yeah, targeting for d6. Yeah.
It's absolutely logical. Yeah.
I don't understand knight, what the knight.
Knight is aiming for c4, then later to d6 or b6,
Yeah.
maybe e5 also.
Yeah, I don't
More logical way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
but-
mainly I don't understand why he changed his strategy. This is just the very soft move.
Yes.
You know, Jan Vikog is not so experienced player. Maybe he's weird little.
Maybe yes. Maybe
Strong
so.
open. I don't know. Okay, on this
I
position.
actually I haven't seen him ever be afraid of any opponent. So that is strange. Okay.
Okay, now this ending is on the board. This is current position.
Yeah, but
now.
black should be okay.
Yes.
Because
Black should
what
be
what
okay.
will he do with your knight on a2?
Mm.
It will take horribly big amount of time to activize it.
No, too many tempos on.
I think black has to do something now, because if white can reorganize the pieces, like rook d1, knight c1, knight d2, or knight d3, then
Yes,
Maybe
black
bishop
has to do
c5.
something. Let's say I will try bishop c5, and my idea is after knight c5,
Bishop d.
played bishop d4.
yes.
Now I'm making some pressure on b2, maybe,
Yes.
and if white will play, of course it's not forced. Rook b1, I can start to make pressure here on a4.
Or maybe king f7 and
But if
bishop
it is
b7.
enough, I don't know, of course. But I would like to play it with black pieces. This position.
But you have to find something now.
Yes, I have to
Right now.
do something now. I think bishop c5 is normal,
Mm.
logical move.
Yeah, that's smooth. And then king f7, king e7, bishop b7.
Yes,
Yeah.
move my king to e7.
And develop bishop somewhere.
Develop somewhere my white squared bishop, and then somehow to use my rook. I will not exchange it, I will use it. I don't know how, but maybe on c file.
Yeah.
Time will show
black
us.
should be okay.
Okay, black is,
Yeah.
I think.
And last we have
That's right. And on the
Kantor
foreboard?
and Marek.
So
Kantor.
please show me again, because I will.
Go the last one here. The last
yes,
one.
thank you.
Wow.
What is that?
What's going on?
What?
Well, it was the crazy opening, yeah. So we saw this position
Yeah, after d5.
after d5, yeah. So my plan was run to a1 with white king,
Oh, rook b1.
but rook a b1,
that
queen
is
a3.
strange decision.
rook b2. Well,
Okay, he
We'll
can
see.
run to a1 through b1. That's not a problem.
but at least c5 is not a move anymore
Uh-huh.
as it was. But e5,
e5 is brutalish.
that's again.
Why can I not take your pawn on e5?
Okay, let's try.
I like pawns.
After taking, probably.
Now g4 is bishop f5.
Okay.
Be careful about that.
It's not good. I
Uh-huh.
see. So maybe
Maybe
in other way on
Maybe
via
not.
d7, maybe.
d7.
Maybe
After
or
knight d7, you just play f4, don't you?
uh-huh. So
What is here? Maybe d4 in some way. I'm not sure. Oh, knight e4.
Knight e4, yes. Because then c3 is hanging, and then if
Yeah.
you take with the bishop, I take back and rook d3 is my plan.
why
Yeah.
not take it?
Take. That's
Rook
right.
on e4.
Take on e4 and rook d3
Rook
here.
d3.
Hmm.
Rook d3, unpleasant move.
Yeah.
And if I will take it
You can play
with-
knight b1, but
with
Then rook e5.
knight.
rook e5, and that's a big compensation.
Well, let's try a few more moves. I will check at least, or maybe not yet. Maybe at first.
No,
I have to
your
go.
knight is hanging.
I have to go immediately.
King b8 here.
Mhm.
Oh no, that is big
And now it's still
compensation.
hanging on e4.
Mm.
Mm.
And your rook on b2 is out of play.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
And there are threats somehow, something like rook d2 and so on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is good.
Probably
okay for black.
So e5 was very strong move.
Yeah, I think he should have adhered to you. He should have played king b2
Mm.
because when you let queen on a3, the position becomes somehow dangerous.
The big question is why would like to go white on a b2 with rook?
Yes.
It's a big question.
Yeah, you're defending pawn with a rook.
And on b file.
Also, the plan is for white before e5, probably c5, and b takes e5, rook b1. That's a plus for.
Plus for rook b2, okay.
Yeah, the only plus is that black cannot play c5, but
It's quite slow.
yeah.
I think e5 is very strong. Okay,
Yeah.
let's continue.
Mhm.
Bishop f5.
King b8 and c5.
And c5.
Yes. Okay.
And now
But
this is current position.
But still, if you have to play knight
Current
b1.
position. Queen on a3
Well-
is trapped.
Yeah.
So there will be some kind of exchange of queens. But which way?
You can take on c5. You can take on b2. You can take on d4.
Yes.
So those are all the possibilities. Well, let's try something. Let's try
Okay, I will
to take on
do
d4.
it like a grandmaster Zweck. I will take the pawn.
Oh, what such a pawn? Okay, I'd probably take on c5.
Now I have to take it.
Knight d2.
Knight d2. And now
Rook b1 is threatening.
rook gb1 is threat,
Mm.
so I have to move somewhere.
King a7. Or maybe rook
I don't like to
d6,
go on
rook d6
a4,
or
but
b7. No, king a7.
maybe. And rook b5 is also very unpleasant for me.
Look at black's pawn.
Yes,
Yeah.
black pawns are like
Like
throat.
yeah, like French cheese.
Okay, so
Next. He shouldn't take on c5.
okay, so it was one possibility.
Yeah, you can't open the b file.
Okay, so
obviously.
that's a second possibility. Take it on b2,
Mhm,
and then
and take on
now
d4.
on d4.
You take on d4.
And what next?
Mm,
e3.
maybe e3. Maybe take on c5 firstly.
e3. I had idea, but it was bad idea. I thought that it's not working. Rook e1, but it's working
Yeah, take on f.
because
No.
after
Knight d2.
after this he have
Ah,
knight d2
yes.
and just white was winning. So e3 is not possible probably.
Mhm.
Or maybe to take it there on g2, but
No, that's
it's not
not
what
it.
I wanted. And what to do? If I would do nothing, I just be pawn down.
Well,
After rook e1, I wanted to play.
rook g8.
Or rook j8.
Yeah, rook g8. You can play.
Yeah, this way. I see.
And rook g8 here.
But maybe g3 now, I'm not sure. g3 and e takes and rook f1.
So maybe rook h8 is better.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah. That's true. Okay, so rook h8 suggestion for
Yes.
from Grandmaster
Right.
Cup.
Rook h8 is better.
And now you take on h2. Let's say you take it with an f, your f pawn,
And rook
Rook
h2
and now you take on g2, and the material is
equal.
equal. Yeah,
Maybe it's good. Hmm?
maybe this is okay.
Okay, let's
And the last
So it was second possibility, probably the
Yeah.
best, and the last was
last is rook d4.
Rook d4, but honestly, I don't know what to do after knight takes a3,
You have to move your rook again.
and I will lose on b6. Just
You can play
rook a4. I see.
rook a4. What about king b3 here? Bishop c6. That is just wicked. I don't know. This looks just messy. Rook d1. maybe take on b6 firstly. And if you take, I just go rook d1.
King c7. Why not?
And now what? How's the material? I'm a pawn up.
White is pawn
So
up.
I can play maybe even rook d4 or knight c4 here. This just seems.
What is your compensation now?
This seems unnecessary.
Just knight c2 and knight d3 and knight d4.
I think White's position is better.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
the
so-
best way probably is queen takes b2.
Yes.
And now active plan
Oh,
e3.
but he took on c5.
He took the pawn.
He took the pawn.
He took the pawn.
Tadeáš took the pawn.
And we didn't like. So
What do you do now?
after knight d2,
Position now?
Yes, that's the position.
current position. e3, I think only chance.
And if I take on e3?
I would like to take it and then rook e2. It's possible.
After rook b1, you go rook e2.
But maybe it's too slow. I don't know. Rook
Me neither.
b1 here, and maybe king d1 is now move. And I have problem.
Yeah, your bishop is.
I will lose something.
hanging.
Yes, am I
Mhm.
right? So it's not possible. So I don't know what to
Oh.
do after knight d2.
Well,
Is here any hint from public or from
King
king
c8.
c8 in this position?
Hmm.
Then bishop a6, so maybe.
Yeah, bishop a6, bishop d3. There is some compensation.
Okay, I will exchange one pair of rook.
You pawn g2.
Uh-huh.
Full pawn.
I don't want to lose all pawns, but I can lose one. It's not so important for
So
me now
exchange one.
because
one
on
pair of
c5
rook.
I don't count it as 2 pawns.
Still looks better for white.
And I really like much more white position
Yeah,
now.
you can just play rook
Rook
b5.
g1, rook b5, knight b3 not, but
But rook b5 here. And take one of the pawns.
yes.
Nice.
Or maybe go via g1 to g5.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
thinking this way.
Black is fighting for draw here.
Mhm.
Okay, what else do we have?
We will see.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was our fourth board, yes? Am I right?
Uh-huh.
So I think that now it's right time to make short break.
Mm-hmm.
And after, let's say,
Agree.
5 minutes, we will return.
Yep. So see you in 5. Kamera by se vypnutá. Tady. Tady v tom. Kde? Jo, asi bojí.
So, welcome back on second round of Mitropa Cup in Prague in Czech Republic. 3 hours of game is already played, has been played, and time trouble is coming. So now, I'm sorry. So now, move on to some interesting games, which we saw. Now probably camera is going on. I'm not sure.
Yep, it is. It's
everything is
okay.
working now. So there was very interesting game.
We actually haven't covered this match yet. Match Switzerland versus
Italy.
There have been some very interesting developments on the board number 3, the game Kurman versus Valseki.
I'm looking for that.
Yeah,
Kurman versus
Kurman. This game.
Yes, thank you.
Great. So
we saw
we
some kind of
didn't
typical
see.
Sicilian.
White's
Keres attack.
Yes. White's taking all attacking measures he can.
Oh well, I'm sorry. So I will let it to you.
Yeah, sure. So White sacrificed the pawn on h4. This sacrifice, accepting this sacrifice can turn out to be pretty dangerous for Black, as he has actually nowhere to go with his king, other than the king side. It's pretty sci-fi to imagine he would manage to get his king to queen side. So he took on h4. What happened was queen e2. White's planning to castle long. After standard development, knight c6, bishop e3, knight takes, bishop takes. We see that the pawn on g7 is hanging, and Black thought it would be a good idea to go kingside, but I think he underestimated this maneuver, bishop g2, queen g5, and now simply bishop e3 and rook h1. It's not that simple, though.
No, it's not.
It is not, but it is clear that the king side is endangered.
This is a very important move, rook h5.
Yeah. Well, I think he could have castled king side as well, but the attack wouldn't be that strong after.
Now the main
castle.
question after rook h5 was g6, and it was played. Now
Yeah.
f4.
But you have to play g6, otherwise f4 is coming. F4 and the bishop is hanging, so you have to go for it.
I
But
thought, for example, queen f6. That was my idea.
but if I take on g5, there's a
h
problem.
file probably will kill me.
Yeah, simply a long castle and then rook h1.
Yes, and I think no one can do anything against mate on h6.
Yeah, sooner or later it will come to you.
Yes. So it was played f4.
f4, queen c7, and now White sacrificed his rook on h5. But actually it makes a great deal of sense, because Black's pieces aren't playing. Rook on a8 isn't playing, bishop c8, neither the rook on f8 is playing. The only active piece of Black is queen on c7. So it only makes sense to sacrifice rook for attack.
Yes. Now the attack comes very strong.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
Black tried to defend.
He tried to get his pieces
develop-
out, but
develop
he
some-
wasn't in time.
Question is the time, yes. If it's
Yeah.
enough
Yeah,
time.
White, of course, he doesn't want to exchange any more pieces, but now you see that the king is simply under pin of rook on g1, and there's nothing actually can
There's
do
no
about
defender for the
Yeah.
king, true defender.
it. Yes.
So Black tries to do something strange, something
Yeah, he tried to change the course of game completely, but I don't think it will work. The players are in time trouble already. They have only 10 minutes left for the remaining 10 moves or 13 moves, but the position should be totally winning for white. For example, after say rook d8, I think white can just run with his king towards f3. Say king e2, bishop c4, king f3, and the checks are over, and the king on g8 is still horribly weak. So, say after king g8, maybe here, maybe simply queen g2 or queen g3. I'd say queen g3, and now the killing threat is g takes h6 and mate.
Now, how to make a harm to white king on
Yeah.
f3? Probably it's not possible. So
yeah,
the game will be over.
Yeah, paradoxically, the king is totally safe on f3.
Only chance is somehow, but I think it's impossible to open
Yeah.
f5, and it's not possible. I don't see how.
I think that this game is over.
Yeah, so Switzerland will make a very important point against Italy, because I think Italy is.
Yeah, the match. Yeah, Italy is actually they are favorites in this match. Switzerland is already underdog.
It's a very important point, and many things can happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on. Which game now?
Well,
we were talking quite a lot about a game in the women's section, and Slovak.
In the Slovakia versus Croatia.
Croatia, and was game on the first board.
Yeah, game Ivekovic-Repkova, where Grandmaster Repkova decided to go all in for an attack, and she actually managed to scare
the
her
result was
opponent.
quite surprising for me, because the game ended in a draw.
The first game in the list.
I see.
Yes. We saw the
We're
position.
talking about this position.
Yeah, we saw position
this
after queen d5.
Yeah, queen d5, and it was rook d8.
Knight d4. So Black managed to she managed to get her knight in the play.
And now queen d6.
Yeah,
It's
queen d6 was a nice move. Offer a draw.
Offer to exchange queens. Well, why not? Give up the pawn for exchange of the queens.
Yeah.
It's possible, but why to give a draw now?
c7, knight c6. Well, obviously, Repkova offered a draw here, and I don't think White should have accepted that, because I think she's still better.
Oh, I think definitely, and that was the reason why Repkova offered the draw. I think.
And she saw there was no chance for an attack anymore, so
she was
just
only waiting if
try.
the ending will be drawn or if it will end in
it's
black
totally
slots.
one-sided, yes.
So I think
maybe she should have played just simply king f1.
White was probably aware of higher rating of her opponent.
King f1, king e2, then take on c6. The problem with black position is that mainly that she has many pawn weaknesses, and also that her king on h8 cannot join the play as swiftly as the white king. So
okay, so draw, and everything is now on the second board.
Yeah,
and the game
Motychakova and
against Vojinovic. Yes,
and Motychakova looks to be in a pretty good shape.
Last time we saw such a position.
Yeah. Yeah, we
now
saw
the G4 plan.
Yeah, we saw the position
announced.
before G4. And opening the position up should
on the king side, it must
it
be
should
for
shoot
white safer.
Yeah, she created the pass pawn on the king side. This is definitely better for white. But I'm not sure about that bishop g5 move. Because when you play bishop g5, you give a square on e7 to the knight on c8, which otherwise has nowhere to go.
But how to get in?
Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, right.
Yeah, g7 is controlled.
Maybe you should just. Maybe you should prepare to play rook g8, maybe rook g2, then queen f1, queen g1.
Maybe my idea. I will try. Knight g5.
And if yeah.
And now
I probably don't want to take on g5,
if you
right?
will not take it, I don't know what to do. So my next time will be knight h7, and then sometimes bishop g5 and go on f6 with
but also when you play knight h7, the knight on h5 will be hanging.
So it seems, I think.
Yeah, and after knight g5, bishop takes g5, you take with the rook, right?
I don't know.
But
why not? Why not? Because
where will the knight go? It's trapped.
Maybe on e7, i7, i3, maybe j6 or j4.
Good luck with that.
No,
knight g5 was
so
probably
knight
better.
g5 as with idea knight h7 can be dangerous for black.
But still, maybe even bishop g5 is good enough.
Maybe bishop g5 is
because the
similar
knight is
idea to exchange bishops and then take the alone knight on h5, because it has no way back.
Yeah, you can just recapture with a knight and go knight h7.
Maybe the position for black
h5.
is
maybe
more bad than we thought.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. So the match is going for Slovak's favor.
Yes.
Let's look to our players, Czech players.
We had some development in our players, and it looks well for the Czech team. On the first board we have what do we have?
That's the game.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm blind.
That's
well too.
Where's the mouse is blind. I think. That's everything.
We saw
changed.
position after cd4, after the 19th move. Yeah,
so
and Exler took with a knight.
Capture with knight, and now queen e8.
Yeah, we only considered queen c7, and queen e8 looks
so good.
maybe better.
Rook, knight d b5. Let's go on. So a7 pawn is not anymore, but black pieces. Pieces are now alive.
Yeah, they all are alive.
And also
fine here.
dark squares, quite simple.
Yeah, and the problem with white's position is that the queen on c2 and also the bishop on f1 are not playing. Whereas black's pieces are almost all in play.
Well, I think maybe I'm not right, but a very important question is what to do after f4.
F4.
It was not played. It was played one move later. I'm sorry.
Maybe
so maybe it will be something
she played knight d3.
And now f4.
Yeah, that looks logical.
And now it's really messy. But now the rook is hanging.
Yeah.
Before knight d6 it was not.
So let's try it before knight d6.
I would like to play f4 right
F4
now.
Immediately.
The rook is not hanging, and after knight d3 I think I'm allowed to take it with bishop.
Okay.
This way. I like my rooks.
Okay, capture on d3.
And now
what?
with queen.
Okay, take with the queen. Yeah, that looks a bit more sensible. Oh, why did she not do it? That was a strange decision. Although maybe I can play f5 here. Is it too much?
Oh, it's too much.
Nah, that's too much.
I don't believe. I just can simply go
where?
or take it, for example. And after take it, I will not take it. I will go somewhere here.
No. That's
and rook f3. That's not good. I'm sorry. So it's not so easy.
You can simply play king h2.
King h2.
King h2 just
and after
go into safety. Maybe simply take with a knight.
And
your queen is hanging now.
Queen is hanging now. a4 is also hanging.
But the queen is more important.
I agree. So I will move here.
Oh.
C6.
And you want to checkmate me on g2, right?
Yes, I'm very rude player. I don't know.
But white can maybe go for knight d6.
Maybe you had some new information now.
Nevíme.
So game Plat Erdős ended in a draw in match
Yeah.
Czech Republic Hungary in men's open section.
That's a
Men's
good
section, I
yeah,
think
that's a
also.
good result for
Yeah.
Vojta Plat.
course.
His position was rather bad. Okay, here I think white would be more than okay. Now I just want to capture your bishop on b7 and then take on g5.
Okay, let's go to the game.
Yeah.
In game.
So
Anything has changed?
yeah. So in the game, white. I don't know. I don't think she sacrificed an exchange on d4. She just lost it, blundered it.
No, big question is probably yes.
Yeah.
Probably it was just blunder.
She didn't see her rook was hanging on d4.
But why not in this position to do something like, I don't know, rook, I'm sorry.
Your pawn on a4 is hanging, and it's not that simple now. And also f4 is hanging.
Is it possible to play knight c b5? So what is hanging? I'm sorry.
Everything is hanging.
I agree, but I don't see any
I take on a4 with my knight, maybe.
on a4. And
I
can I
take
take somehow?
That is too complicated for
And if
me.
I would like to take it here, maybe with bishop.
Yeah, I can take.
I don't
with,
see a big
with my
problem
pawn.
now.
I take with my pawn on d3.
I will take it with queen.
Knight b2.
Fork.
But maybe you can take on c4 instead of taking on d3. Or what did you take? Yeah.
And if I will if I take it here and then rook c1, queen takes, knight takes,
Rook c1.
rook c1 probably, maybe rook c4. I don't know. Now against fork, not b3.
Yeah, I take on b5 and
and
knight
after
b3.
rook c4,
yeah, maybe rook c5. Still, I could take on b5
yes, I have to take it.
and then rook c8,
I will
knight
have to take it
b3.
where? Can I take it?
You
If
can
I
take
will
on
take
c5
it on
as well.
c5,
I play bishop a6,
bishop a6.
and you take on
yes.
g5 here. That's not that clear. That's not clear at all.
Absolutely not clear.
Yeah, you regain a pawn on g5. So she could have gone knight b5. Maybe it was a sacrifice after all,
Maybe yes.
but not a very good one.
Sacrifice and another move. I try to exchange queens.
Maybe she overlooked the rook a4.
Maybe. Okay, so now the position is at least not good for white. Maybe
No,
lost.
this is probably lost for white, but it will require some good technique
Yes, not the
from Joanna.
Let's go on. What is in
Then
game?
we have
Rothstein.
yeah, there is a Rothstein.
Wow, complications.
What is
around the
that?
desk.
Okay, so we left the game around move 22. Yeah, here we saw this position after knight d1. Frieza somehow underestimated black's chances on the queen side, so she had to go for defending moves for knight d1. And now black started to play on the king side as well. She played g6, bishop a6. Well, white would want to checkmate black's king, but obviously when you have a knight stuck on d1, that is very hard to achieve. She went for g6, bishop a6. Okay, now everything started going well for black. It's just if you manage to exchange such a bad bishop as bishop e7 was, then it has to be good for you. Bishop f8, queen e3, f6.
Knight h2 tries to go g4 somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere, but this doesn't look well for black. And now she could have started playing on the king side. Maybe, why didn't she go for f5?
Right now?
Yeah, after f5
And
you have knight
fork
h6.
on h6.
Okay.
And in the end.
Okay, so she firstly played knight f4.
And a3.
Okay.
Important move.
Is it?
Look, it was big weakness for white.
Yeah. Okay. But she managed to play h5. The attack is coming. That doesn't look too well.
But now the game starts to be, let's say, unclear, and I'm not sure if black needs to go to complications.
Yeah, maybe she misplayed it
maybe
somewhere.
some
maybe knight b6 here.
Move like knight b6
instead of a knight f4.
Can be unpleasant for white, because
now the pawn on c4 is hanging.
c4 hanging, a2 hanging, so
you have
bishop,
to play bishop
b3. And now I will continue with my plans of like knight f4 and on as in the game. Yes. So I believe it's
okay. Knight f4 is
okay. So a3,
inaccurate.
h5, knight h2, knight b6, and and so now
one move late.
Oh yes, too late.
Okay, but still,
black's position is not bad, of course, but now
it is not that good. Now
it's g4 sacrifice.
Okay.
Or not.
Queen b5. Now the rook on e8 is hanging, but black could have played bishop d7 here, couldn't she? Simply bishop d7.
She could.
Because the rook on e8 is hanging, and after something, I don't know, maybe queen.
Queen b3, let's say.
Let's say queen b3. She could have taken on f3.
And why will take it with queen? It is possible.
Yeah, and I take on h3.
No, probably knight e3, if it is possible again.
Yeah, and
maybe
I
will hold on. After bishop g4, I can take it on g4. Probably.
Maybe here.
Probably.
Still rook a3.
Rook a3. Well.
This is just still some pressure. I've still got some pressure on. Maybe you can play queen g3 here and f3. But okay. Still, if white is holding, it's just holding by a threat. Okay. So she took on a3 with a knight.
Knight
is that looks
well. Main idea. Let's take a look. If I will take it,
I will take it on f3 definitely.
On f3
and queen g2 mate.
This is mate. It's not bad. So.
So she has to go away with the king.
Must not take it.
Not on f1.
This is also not so good move, because now the bishop will not go to d7 but to a6. And I think
winning queen isn't that bad at all.
So the only chance is to go to h file. So let's go to h2.
Now what? Now you'll probably have to play bishop d7. I think. So.
Or bishop a6 also.
Yeah.
Maybe bishop h6 is better.
Yes, so as
returning the queen. I don't know. But now on d7 the bishop is attacking and h6 is not attacking. I'm not sure.
It is attacking the square on f1. The square f1. Yeah. Okay, you probably have to go for queen b3. Can I play something like rook b8, rook c8?
Well, now white has one piece more. I have to take it sometimes.
Yeah, someday I'll have to take on f3.
And now the question is what to do after gh3. I will give you checkmate.
gh3.
So I have to take it with queen.
Yeah, you'll be checkmated here.
And there's rooks.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
No.
Knight f4, but rook g1 and
yeah,
you will lose the queen.
This is not an ideal setup for me. Although black can take on g2 or on g1 and give a check.
But I don't think that this is black's intention. Let's return. Because also white has possibility to take it on f3 with queen, if am I
Yeah.
right? And it's more important.
Probably yes. Take on f3. And I have to return
And
with
now,
my knight.
by my point of view, the bishop on h6 is for nothing. So probably bishop h6 was bad move. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if we just put it on d7 and then try to capture on f3.
And now it's different. And now the main question is why black did check on h3. Why? Because of the pawn? There must be something we don't see, I think.
Maybe she didn't see it as well. Okay, let's say I attack your queen.
Okay, I don't
g5,
want
you
to
go
lose it.
g3, h here,
G3,
g3, and now maybe
h4.
let's sacrifice another pawn. My
an
idea
open
is that
file.
if you take on h4, I go
Okay.
king f7 and rook h8.
Yes, it was not important for me with white, so I will not play queen g3. Better would
You'll
be
go
queen e3, for
e3,
example.
yeah, queen e3. Okay,
Or
and now
no, okay, e3.
now I'll think of something.
And
I
now
know
again
what
the
the-
main question is why move my knight from f4 to g5? Why? I see no point. No, maybe it's time trouble, so probably.
Then
Let's take a look what's actual. This is position in game. So
bishop a6. She
h6.
went to a6. Is there any
Strange.
difference after queen f3?
No, I think it's just a line or not.
We had our bishop on d7.
Before I was talking about the
Yes,
misplaced bishop on a6.
Yeah, so she misplaced her knight firstly on a3 and then her bishop on a6.
And time trouble is
But,
talking to the game
yeah.
more than it should.
But this is good for us as
No,
for Riza was
Czech Republic,
suffering.
for Czech Republic, yes. For Austrian, no.
Very well then.
Okay, so we'll move on. Let's say
we had
the men
one of the matches in a women's team in women's competition
is
finished.
over.
Yeah.
So let's take
The
a look.
match Poland versus Hungary. Poland lost 0-2.
It's quite big score. Of course, Hungary is a very strong team, but Poland also.
Yeah.
So I took a game Wozniak Gara Tizia,
Yes.
Mariola Wozniak.
So we had a dragon here.
Quick
But
and
you play dragon quite regularly, don't you?
well, not so regularly, but I like to play dragon sometimes.
But
This kind of dragon and rook e8. It's absolutely new idea from Nagy. So
Yeah, I've seen it too.
and
in
also I
Nagy's book.
saw game Leko Vitugov.
d to d5.
And this should be a very good position for black.
So
And probably it was.
Uh-huh.
Because black now has good center, no problem. All pieces are in game.
Yeah, dragon is okay. Dragon's still alive.
D4.
After then the idea is to
Probably.
pin the queen after bishop d4, rook d8.
I think. No, but it's not the end yet. Queen e3. I don't know what's the main idea. Maybe
Maybe something
Maybe.
like,
exchange all and c5, c4,
or maybe take with a rook on d4,
and after take.
taking queen b6 and e5.
It's nothing,
No,
or
just-
not.
Just trying to
E5
think of
is
something.
all
Yeah.
good?
My idea is to take your queen on e3.
I
if I have
see,
the chance.
I see. And
But-
after exchange queens, bishop h6, but
Yeah, but for example here you have d8 check, rook d8, queen b6.
no.
Do you-
Rook takes d1.
Yeah, with a check.
Not so easy.
Not so easy.
Not so easy.
Not so
but
easy
after
for
after
black.
e5, maybe bishop takes f7 is more.
And if I take your bishop on f7, what do you do?
No, we'll give check.
Uh-huh.
Just check, nothing more.
And you have good position, yes.
Winning position. I will exchange my queens and take out h5.
Okay.
So you are, but you are not forced to take it on f7. You can go king h8.
And the fun
And-
continues.
Yes. But okay, let's go to game.
So
It
d3.
was gh5. But this exchange is 100% sure good for black. There will be
Yeah,
no
we-
checkmate because king on f8.
Yeah,
There's no
with the
threat.
dark squared bishop on g7, it's always
Mm.
very hard to checkmate black's king.
And now
Yeah, the
on
bishop is
d3
trapped.
is
Oh,
trapped.
she overlooked queen c6.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
And why not to trap it immediately? Because of a. It's
yeah.
a very nice move.
Bishop a4.
And now probably game is over.
c4. Okay, she
And
tried
it's
some
only
tricks. This is just agony.
agony, yes.
Yeah. and
Waiting for the end.
Yeah, and checkmate on d4.
Or c5 also. Oh, d4, but
Checkmate
Yes.
everywhere.
okay,
Okay.
so that was first game, and second game from this match, Poland versus Hungary.
Was
Here, I found it.
Harazinska.
Lazarne, Sidonia Vajda versus Eva Harazinska.
So we had Volga Gambit here.
So
Okay.
normal, I think.
So black is aiming for some counterplay on the queen side, but
And c4, right
C4.
now. I'm not sure if it's not premature. But I'm not theoretical. Yes, it probably will be premature because the knight
Yeah.
on c6.
yeah, she should have prepared it somehow.
It was too quick, probably.
Knight d5.
I don't
This
like
is
the
just bad.
position anymore.
No, this is just bad for black.
2 pawns down.
Yeah, she lost one pawn and another one, and the game was over.
One was sacrificed, okay, but this is again.
And this is just technical lost.
The end.
That was a very convincing win from the Hungarian team,
Yeah, I have to say
and I think
that Hungary, from after this match, can be shown like a big favorite
Yeah.
for the whole win. We'll see. Okay, so let's go on.
let's turn to the men's section
Okay,
again.
man alias open section, but I think we can say open men section. Yeah, there
Yeah,
is no
there
women
are
this
no
year.
women. I think so.
So,
Let's have a look at the Plaat's game. When did they draw the game?
so last time we saw this position.
Yes, I think
And
so.
f4. It was
Yeah, f4 game, and now the bishop on g2 is pretty
good.
poor.
And now it's not so pretty. Now it's not pretty poor.
It is poor.
Okay, so
Okay.
I don't know what to think about this position.
Yeah, but why there was a pawn down here? Though Vojta is very good in time travel and in complicating matters, so yeah. So he managed to confuse his opponent somehow. A6 doesn't look right to me. H6.
Question is what to do. Maybe take it on.
Maybe take on e1 and then try to exchange all the rooks. Rook e8. Why not?
Is it possible?
I think so. And the moment I exchange everything, I just go into one ending.
After bishop e6 you can take it, and after check you can. And only for control
Yeah, I control everything. Queen d8, rook e8.
you can go back.
Yeah, my bishop on h5 controls it all.
So it doesn't work. So what
Yeah,
to do with white?
a6 looks somehow strange to me.
Okay,
well,
h6,
Whatever, h6 happened.
f4. Now exchange.
Yeah, and now Vojta just pushed his
G4.
pawns forward.
Yes, and now h6 is weakness.
Yes.
So h6 it was not good move.
Yeah.
Yes, you were right.
Okay, and after h5, he didn't want to take on g5 as queen g5 targets that pawn on g7.
No, Darstward bishop is a beast.
Yeah, and that's a
against,
beast. And g6, queen a6 would be just bad.
No,
So-
or perpetual maybe.
Yeah, maybe the best white could the black would find that would be a perpetual. So h5 and now f5. Oh, pawns are just rolling.
I think now it's a good idea to make a draw
Yeah.
with black.
Queen g3, queen d1. And Vojta didn't object.
Yes.
Though maybe he could try to play on down.
Who knows, but how? Engage 2?
Maybe bishop f1.
Oh, okay, bishop f1.
It is true that black can always try and play queen g4, try to exchange the queens. He's a pawn up after all. Oh, I don't know. But this should be drawn somehow.
So yes, but it's playable. Okay, it's 42nd move already.
Vojta showed great respect today, maybe.
Maybe yes. But it was interesting game. Well, because I didn't believe
Yeah,
him.
we thought Vojta would just lose after like 20 moves
Yeah, but
of the game.
now it's not so bad. Okay, so another game.
Mhm.
Choose one.
We haven't looked at Croatia's match against Slovakia yet, and we've got one game finished there. Game Pecháč Plenta. That would be, yeah, this game. So Jirguš Pecháč is one of the biggest talents in Slovakia. He he raised to a rating of 2500 something when he was maybe 13, 14. It was 2 years ago, and hasn't dropped too much since. So he opened with a rather shy opening, and yeah, this
Later he lost pawn. I don't know.
yeah, he lost the pawn, but it doesn't look too good for him already.
King h1.
King h1.
G4 is maybe the idea.
Yeah,
But
he's a very good
fight.
he's a very good tactician, but he doesn't know too much about positional play.
Still.
There we go, a pawn. No,
This-
this was
this is
just
just
going
pawn,
downhill.
Now black's position is just
It's just a
much
pawn
better.
up.
c5.
This went totally wrong for Pecháč.
Now sacrifice
Yeah, he sacrificed an exchange. He
for
probably
some pawns.
he didn't have to, but he didn't have to. Why did he sacrifice that exchange? I don't understand anything today. B6. Did he have to play B6?
Probably not.
Yeah, he could have played simply rook c4 and then b6. Here rook
Or rook
c4
c2.
or rook c2, anything. Oh, okay. So beat. Let's play b6 and sacrifice the exchange. Still, this should be drawn. Well, this should be equal. But
Well, equal, but not the end.
yeah, it's not the end.
d4, another fork, but why not to take it? Is it not possible?
It is possible. White could have just taken on d4 and draw the game.
If there is no back rank, maybe it's not back rank
After
because
queen
I can
e2,
take it,
Yeah.
and on g1 I can go with
Yeah.
my queen.
So that would be a draw because
Yes.
yeah, the
no
pawns are
problem
equal.
for white.
No problem for white and no problem for black. So.
But white wanted to win probably,
Yeah.
and it was quite short.
Queen f3 and
Now it's sad story. The d-pawn is terribly strong, and the rook is for nothing. Now the threat is queen takes d1 and
yeah,
fork
so
on f2.
So we have to play king g1.
And after g2, it's possible to resign because
Nice c3 is coming.
it was the next move. Such a easy.
Oh my.
You see, it was just 5 moves from this position.
Yeah. So
White
so
could
Petr
make a draw with no
Yeah.
problem, but overrated his position.
yeah.
New experience,
for
experience for Jerguš Pechač. Let's take another game.
For example, the Germany-Slovenia match bought number 3 Lampert Steiner.
Lampert Steiner. Okay.
Yeah, we were looking at that game. That was Janish.
It was the Danish. Yeah, yes. So
Yeah.
last time
We saw
we were
position
talking about g4 and
Yeah.
we didn't like it. So what was going on?
Bishop e3. He was playing for some counterplay on white squares, but it quite didn't work out.
g3.
Oh,
It's
and
not white square. It's g4.
no, he went totally bananas.
That was idea.
Queen e3.
Just
That
it's
It
like
looks-
making fire on the board
Yeah.
and destroy all bridges behind him.
yeah, but this is just too much. You cannot sacrifice pieces like that.
Well, you can.
Yeah, you
Question
can.
is
but
if it is
yeah.
good. Bishop b4.
Okay. The problem is that you have no way to
No
get
open
more
file.
pieces into attack. And the knight on e5.
Rooks
is
are
terribly
still in
strong.
offside.
Yes. You cannot checkmate me with barrow queen.
No, now it's lost.
Didn't,
Just piece up.
he just blew it.
Also, without the knight, it can be worse.
Yeah.
But
No,
now it's
no.
the end.
That's poor story
it was-
of Janish
It was
defense.
poor. Yes, poor story of Janish. What about our
Yeah.
Czech team?
Yeah. By the way, our favorite game in Italy versus Switzerland match has finished, and it turned out quite the other way we thought.
Whoa!
So
We have very bad profits.
yeah. So we saw this position after king
Yeah,
e2.
and we were talking that
Yeah. And
king
it-
on f3 with no problem.
Yeah.
So probably we were wrong.
Now white could have played queen h4 maybe.
Okay, so check is
Okay, let's
Check.
check. Let's
queen
check.
h3, 4.
Rook d6.
And now something must be here, I think.
Yeah, there has
I
to
don't
be a
believe-
checkmate.
For example, well,
Rook
it's
g8.
not so easy.
Did you want to try rook g8?
I think I don't like to.
A check on g4.
King f8.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably doesn't work.
It's too much. It's
Yeah, that's
not
too much.
important to give up the rook now. But I think in this position must be something for white. I don't believe.
Oh, he did play rook g8.
He did play.
Aha.
Maybe he saw something. I'm sorry. Something similar must be here.
Can you just play something calmly?
Let's say a rook g4.
g4.
Is it possible?
I would like to play rook c1.
c1 and after take
But you take on e4
and rook f6
and check me.
It's the best. That's the threat.
Yeah, that's the threat and the
You
big
lose-
and the
lose
problem.
everything.
So why not play king f2? I'm stepping away from the check, and after queen takes a2.
No,
Yeah.
a2. Why not take it on e4?
Then I want to go rook c1 and checkmate you.
But
Can
I
I
will
do
take
it?
it with. I will take it with queen.
What?
Queen takes e4. It's not
Yeah,
possible.
queen e4.
It's
Is it not possible?
just a piece.
Yeah, this is just plain nonsense. Sorry. No, sorry. So, is there something else?
Well, not so easy.
Can I take on d5? I can't. You take on h4, right? Right.
Mhm.
So, I don't think he.
We are a little tired today
Yeah.
already.
I think he shouldn't have taken on h6 because
Maybe. Yes.
because here after queen h4, rook d6, there is no check on f6. So you can simply take on d5 and play queen e4,
Mhm.
and it's over.
So you were right. The check was not good
Yeah.
on h6.
And so he went for rook g8, but
But
the attack didn't work.
Some
Check,
kind
check,
of all or
check.
nothing.
And took on d5. Okay, but he's an exchange down now.
There's still a pin. You are not allowed to play
Mhm.
bishop f5.
Yeah. So he took on d5, but it was just.
Maybe his idea was that after bishop takes d5, queen takes d5, exchange of queens at h7. Maybe that was ideal for
But
white player.
it doesn't work too. He just take on h5.
Or maybe king g4 at
and
first.
he did.
I don't know. Okay, I will not guess.
Yeah. I mean, even here after king e6, rook d8. Yeah,
H7,
maybe here.
H7.
Maybe here.
Now it works.
It
now.
does. It doesn't work.
King g5.
King g5. Oh, it does. Okay, but you know, longer lines you calculate, the more mistakes you make.
Black just simply
Yeah.
took it with rook, and now it's nothing.
Yeah, now it's just done. And he took on h5.
Now it's very easy.
Yeah, there's a pity for
Switzerland
Switzerland.
must be very
Yeah,
sad.
They must be upset. Okay, but this is chess. You have to be precise till the very end. Okay.
So move on.
Shall we look at our A team?
Mm-hmm.
At Michalik Diermer. Already 2 games have finished in the match Austria versus Czech Republic A. And we have 2 games to go. So Diermer, Michalik. Yeah, this is a long game. This will be a long game.
Go just quickly.
So Peter Michalik still has some pressure, but it's not something special.
Whoa, what a
Whoa.
maneuver. Let's take a look once more.
From h3 to
F2,
c4,
H3,
I guess.
G1, E2, C1, B3.
b3, d2.
I'm back.
He wanted to go to c4, but
Yes, and he provoked
And he-
D5.
he
Very
broke
interesting.
through.
Maybe it's not bad. It's very interesting. It's an idea.
Okay, knight c4, knight b6. Yeah, why
And-
still has some pressure?
Yes, and the game is still played, or?
Yeah, they're still playing.
Okay, so
And
this is one game.
Yeah.
And second game, what was played was Ponižel Dragnev.
Yeah, Ponižel Dragnev. Oh.
It seemed to me that we have one piece more, but not so easy.
It's not so easy for white. Ponižel was a pawn up when I last saw the game.
For example, now in this position, I will show. If I go knight e4, I will play queen e4,
And after knight b3,
and after knight b3, I will try to give you check.
check.
And after king g1,
Another check, and another check, and another check.
and so on, and draw.
Yeah.
So that's my idea.
And another idea is to simply go b2, b1.
Yes, and how can you make some threats to black king?
I can try. Can I try to play h5 with the idea of
b2?
queen g6, but this should be just drawn. It's king g6, knight d2. The knight has to
Watch
watch
about
it, yeah, to watch
b
that pawn,
and
I cannot progress here.
yes.
Whenever I try to
You will
to go
lose-
to
you will
c3 with
lose
my king, I
G
lose
pawn.
g-pawn. Yeah, and that's a draw. So I think Ponižel made a mistake somewhere, because we saw this close this position after move 16 or so,
Mhm.
and Ponižel managed to win a pawn in the following play. Yeah, here. And I saw this ending, which should be won for white objectively.
Yes.
Let's have a look at how he won the piece. H4, king h2.
Exchange of
He didn't have to sacrifice that pawn on f2, but
queen c2 is
queen c2 is an idea. Okay. So he went for an attack. Oh wow. So this is how.
But now just simply queen,
And queen c2.
And what to do? Is it possible to win it?
Yeah, he played queen d4.
But after b2?
He'll just draw it. He'll play b2. b2 knight d2 and
I can take it, for example, on
Yeah.
b2 at least.
yeah, and he just wants to make a draw here.
You just draw.
Takes
Mhm.
and b1 queen. So this will end up in a draw.
So it's just draw.
It's just draw, and it will all depend on Peter Michalik.
Ooh.
That game can be played for
Many more moves.
Yeah, for many hundreds moves.
Okay. What about our juniors?
Genius.
For example, I found game Vico Korpa.
Vico Korpa.
This ending, our young player is holding.
This looks drawish.
It's not so.
Yeah.
White position is quite
Quite stable.
hard to
Yeah.
break.
Yeah. So we saw position with rooks after bishop c4, and black actually managed to get his pieces out. Bishop c5, rook f8, but white exchanged the rooks, and now the position is rather drawish, as you see that there are no entry points for black, neither for white.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. So now let's say Marek's game. It was very
Yeah.
exciting.
Oh,
It's still exciting, I see.
it's not that exciting for Marek as he's fighting for draw, but I think he'll manage to achieve it. Hey, white did exactly as you said. He exchanged one pair of rooks, and then went on to play the ending with a passed pawn.
And very weak black pawns.
Yeah, but also the c4 pawn is weak for white. He has to carefully watch it.
Of course, it's not easy.
Yeah, and the h pawn is
But
very
the
well
position
blocked.
in the beginning was this.
Mhm.
The main question is why to play c4.
Yeah, your pawn on a2 is hanging. So
Okay,
you
so
want to play
a3.
a3. But after a3, play a3. Yeah, unlike the moves. a3. I play rook h8 and take your pawn on h2 probably. Or do you want to play knight f1?
I would like to play e4. It's a different. And or maybe at first the rook g5 and then e4. I'm not sure.
But still your pawn on h2 is hanging. I play bishop c6 here.
No, okay. So I would like to take it on c5 then, and then on a5.
That's not that clear.
Well, maybe you can play a4 now, but I don't believe.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
but
still
okay,
more-
let's play a4. I do believe myself.
Yes. Okay, so I start to jump somewhere inside.
I just take your pawn.
Take, no problem. King d3. King d3.
f6. This is not that clear.
Oh, somewhere.
But you have no threats here, and the material is equal.
I would like to take it on a4.
You'll not have time. Bishop f3.
I will be slow, I think.
This is drawish. I think the position is drawish.
Okay.
All in all.
Yeah,
Okay, what happened in the game?
Very sorry. Maybe there's rook 5.
I have check on
okay,
it,
it's not so
it's not
strong as I
clear.
thought. See, in the game,
So he
it's a
pushed this
different
h
story.
pawn. Yeah. Like managed to exchange something.
White is not in hurry,
Takes.
and black tries to
Okay,
play
so
on counterplay. It's a good idea.
yeah. So white is still a pawn up.
Still pawn up, but only 2 pawns left on the board.
This should be drawn.
With good play, probably yes.
Maybe even with bad play.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah.
not the end.
I think Marek will draw this game.
Okay, so another draw.
Yeah, and then we have Nguyen playing with Horvath.
What a position.
There's
It's only
still-
on 2 results are possible.
Yes.
White will win or draw, but maybe it's draw.
Okay, so we saw position
How to get inside.
Yeah, we saw
Maybe it's
this type of position. Players gradually went on to exchange all the heavy pieces, and we arrived here. G5. Well, I would very much like to play G4 and open the
but you will
position
take
up.
it with
but
check
yeah,
and then on
he take
A4.
with check and take on H4, and this is
so it's the fun thing.
Yeah.
So probably I have to take it on G5.
you take with your bishop, I guess.
And now I would like to go inside, but
Well,
how?
There's no way.
For example, G4.
G4 you just play. Do you play H4?
No,
yeah,
yes,
you should play
because
H4.
now my knight has no. It's very. I have to say, it's pretty knight in the center,
But
but with 1 square left, and
Yeah.
on C3. I don't know, but I will try knight C3.
uh-huh.
I would like to go jump via E2, G1, F3
Uh-huh.
to take on H4.
Yeah, but maybe can Black go for
Of course, it was not necessary to play H4. Maybe it was.
Okay,
a bad idea, but-
let's just
Wait.
stand.
Okay, I will jump as I told you. So
Knight T2.
D5.
I play D5.
Yes.
This is a problem.
And now it can be dangerous only for white.
Yes, as the king gets in the center, this pawn will become very dangerous.
King is
And
very strong.
can I try to just make a tempo like A5? Is it possible? My idea is to get to E3.
The quick array. I
Yeah.
see. Okay, but I will not
And to
go
F5.
with bishop. I will play king D7.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a problem. And after knight C3, for
To
example.
go back or king
king
E6
yeah.
also.
As-
And
and
then
again
D5.
D5 is coming. So this looks like a draw. Do I have any other way? Can I? No, I don't.
see no way for white's king. That's the problem.
Uh-huh. There's no entry
And
point in this
you must
position.
not forget that double pawn on B file is for nothing. For
Yeah.
now.
Okay, so this should end in a draw.
So it can be a fantastic draw. 2-2 with
To do
Hungary.
with Hungary. Wow. That would be a great success for our B team.
Yes, and surprise for us, but fine surprise.
Okay.
Why not?
So. Okay.
Now,
what
I
else?
think first side knot is over already.
Yeah. So we can go on and
We
elaborate.
can take a look more deeply.
Hmm. Okay, we can have a look at game Tomazini Kunin in a match Slovenia versus Germany. We thought white was totally winning after the opening, after knight f5.
But you are
Yeah,
not
but
right.
it turned out that
Defense
Black is
as
holding on.
Talking.
Yeah, d5, a3. I think maybe white should have played queen f4 here and not allow the queen on d6. Just not what Black develops so easily. And then maybe
Rook G4.
so I take your rook on g4.
It's a pity.
Yeah. And now try and do something. Maybe a3, then rook d3, rook h3 somewhere. on e3 maybe.
It's possible to run away with my king, or is it too much?
You can try to run, but I will catch you. Yeah. Okay, he played
Okay,
a3.
he played a3.
a3, queen d6 through d3, and gradually he just arrived into an ending which was he was a pawn up, but this pawn isn't really important.
Nice ending.
Yeah,
It's
but the king is very active.
yeah, maybe it's better for black already.
Yeah, it is hard to defeat the grandmaster. They don't like to lose games.
They like to win.
Okay.
And now
What is this pawn ending?
pawn ending.
King, yeah.
Whoa.
This will require.
Black's idea is to
deep
play
calculation.
a4 and go via c4 to a3.
Yeah.
And what to do with white?
White wants to take on f7 or h5 and promote his pawn
But
as well.
Probably it will be very
Let's
slow. Try.
let's just try.
Where? I don't know what to do. Now we have to make some good move with white.
Let's
It's not
play.
so easy.
Let's try king f5 firstly.
King f5.
I just want to take on h5.
Okay, maybe I will run just.
Okay, king
this way.
g5 takes. King takes king g4. I take on b3 and b4. Maybe you should have taken on a3 simply.
It was better.
h5 b4
And now some kind of queen ending.
a6
It's
b3.
arising.
That's your specialty.
Yes.
Oh no, this should be draw. Queen c4. Should it? Yeah, queen f8.
No, queen f8, queen b4.
So I should have played king g5 instead of king g4.
Okay, I will.
Deep down the line. Yeah.
King g5, take it.
Take h5,
b4.
h6, b3, h7, b2. It's very easy to do this when you're analyzing, but to find this when you're analyzing, but the players have to find it over the board.
And now I
queen
queen
f8.
f8 is the
And-
simplest way.
Yeah, and there's no check on b4.
No, but it's not still the end, yes. But
Is it not?
No, it's not, because a pawn will run.
Queen b4, queen
Quicker.
f7. Yeah,
I
but
think
this,
so. I can play a4 and still playable, but of
yeah,
course
this should be draw.
should be draw. But in practical game, it's not so easy.
Uh-huh.
You must run with your pawn also, and
Yeah, and they played already.
yes.
White played f4.
So back to game.
Back to beginning.
I will let it to you. Sorry.
You should go grab a cup of tea or something. Okay, king c5, f4. So black played a4, takes. And now... Okay, obviously the idea of white is to march with his f4. So... I guess king e5, king c4, f5, king b3, king f6, takes. Aha, this can be interesting. King g6, hop, hop.
Well, this is not bad for white.
This is definitely okay for white. He will capture another pawn on
In
h5 and
practical
play
game-
for win.
In practical game, this is nearly to win.
Yeah,
So-
but I think this is
And it was
almost
played,
false.
yes.
No, f4 spot was played.
4,
f4, a4, takes.
takes,
Now I
take.
play king e5. This is all forced. Just you have to go for king c4 and that line.
Yes, no other way.
Yeah.
Yes, you were right. So maybe it's good for white, and I'm really surprised because the night ending was not bad for black. So I don't know what is this try. Maybe the right is the sentence which I read in one book, that pawn endings are very difficult, especially for grandmasters. Make many mistakes in such endings pawn. Okay, so this game is quite turning on, and we can take a look in another game, maybe from women's section for a change. Well, what is it? Fuchs Kriebel. I think we haven't taken a look at this game. So it was some kind of Italy. What a surprise. A rook on h4 now. And a rook back. Very interesting.
What is the rook doing on a4?
Oh, look one
she
more.
went rook a4, rook h4, rook a4.
Here.
And
now back.
And what was the next move? Rook a1 again?
No.
Back to
Rook
the,
a2.
Oh, rook a2. So we did have some progress.
But it was very interesting.
She maneuvered her rook to h4 and then went to a2.
She provoked
Wow.
something and then she returned back. Well, maybe it's not a bad idea.
Aha. The pawn on a5 is now very strong.
It can be very strong.
Those rook maneuvers are very, very original.
And now in this position, black is pawn up.
Yeah, she's a pawn up, but still the pawn on a5 is terribly strong.
And very unpleasant for black.
Yeah, it counts for maybe 2 or 3 pawns.
Or maybe black can make something like rook b8, rook a8. Try to
You mean
repeat
this
moves.
rook?
Maybe it's the best way, I don't know.
So
But in such a position no one knows. I'm sorry.
yeah. But why didn't quite let black do it? She played bishop g5, now the queen on d3 is hanging. Exchange the bishops and rook d6, and now the pawn on c6 is falling down. Ah, it's not. Okay, takes, rook d1. You see that the problem is that now the rooks are out of play, and the only open file on the board is conquered by white. So g6.
Now in this position it's not so important the number of the pawns.
Yeah, but the quality.
Yes.
By the way, now knight d5 probably doesn't work, right? Knight d5. Knight d5, knight d4 takes, and knight c6, and now the rook on a5 and also the knight.
Is
are
hanging,
hanging.
and also back rank problem.
Yeah, this might be the idea. Check and
And mate.
mate.
Still black is pawn up.
Yeah, but it doesn't really help. Okay, so she played g6. G6.
I would prefer king g8.
Yeah, but she wanted to cover the f5
It's not-
pawn as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
But now you how to cover this knight? If I would have
Yeah.
king on g8, I can play king f8 or king f7.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And now
knight d4.
white pieces
No,
are
wait,
very
go,
active.
but why not rook takes a5? Yeah. She could have taken on a5.
Good question. What was she worried about?
Okay, but there's nothing to worry about. That's
Okay, that's draw. I'm sorry.
that's yeah, draw at least.
If you,
Although,
well, I think
oh, it
That
should be
was-
drawish. Yeah, if like that, yeah. No, that's
she
drawish.
played knight c3.
So she's
And
playing
the
playing
game-
for a win.
Yeah.
Black's playing for a win now.
But it was too much.
Well, that's
Now
nice.
she lost the pawn on h5.
Yeah. Why lost another pawn?
But this is mate.
Whoa, what is that?
It's just mate.
She overlooked the mate. Oh,
And
come
it was
on.
what I told you. Yeah, the king on h8 is not good.
Uh-huh.
I think better than g6.
But
was
she
to
could have
play
played
king g8.
simply rook a8 instead of knight c3.
But I will double my rooks on 7 rank. And
Yeah,
I'm afraid that
checkmate
you will
maybe.
lose any.
Will I? Rook e8.
Missed that move. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and after say rook f7, I still play rook e8
Mhm.
and I take the knight. And after you, well, knight c7 and rook f8, and nothing happens here. Nothing really happens here. So she totally missed that checkmate. Wow. And
Maybe she missed this move, rook e8.
rook a8 maybe.
Rook a8.
Yeah,
rook
maybe rook
a8, I
e8,
think
yeah, maybe.
she saw it.
Okay, but still it's mate in 2, so. By the way, knight c3 was the last move before the time
Yes,
control.
Still, it's not so. Maybe knight g5. Still
Uh-huh.
unpleasant position.
Yeah.
Because after h6, I will just simply take the pawn.
Yeah, but after knight g5,
Just simple.
yeah. But I can take on c5 after knight g5. It's not that clear.
Right now.
Yeah.
And my
I-
my second rook.
Yeah, rook d6. No.
will
it's-
go to d6 and then
this is
to
unpleasant.
g6
Yeah, you're right.
and probably again checkmate. Very nice checkmate, I have to say. For example, b4. No, rook f7. Rook g8.
No, this is too bad.
There is no defense against that, I think.
Maybe there was no help after all.
Well,
But she
the
she
rook was
overlooked
very
mate,
active on
mate,
seventh
yeah.
rank
She
and
overlooked the mate in
again.
2. Wow.
but made in not 1, and made
In 2.
in 2.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes that happens. After 27 seconds.
Yeah. And did she wait 30 minutes to play rook d8? I don't know if that is correct.
Yes,
What
it's
the- what the program is
41st move.
showing us. Yeah, but you see 30-26.
Well, it's
There's a time remaining maybe.
well, you're right that it's strange.
Yeah. It's
After 30 seconds bonus, to have 30 minutes and 26 seconds.
Oh no, she took only 26 seconds to play rook d8. Okay.
Hmm.
That's just some bug.
Okay.
Very well done.
So what next?
Let's have a look at Teresa Rothstein's game.
Okay.
Yeah, they also passed time control.
So last time we saw this
Yeah, this
position. Yes.
position. GF, queen takes knight f4.
We were speaking that the check on h3
Yeah.
was suspicious. And now this position. So it's 4 on 4.
But black's knight is
Was
is
nice.
better than white's
yeah.
bishop.
White's bishop is actually for nothing.
Hmm.
But not for nothing. It's holding g2 pawn. For example, rook h3 is not possible.
Yeah. Well, the big question now is how should black develop her attack?
Let's say king h7. Yes.
King h7. Mm-hmm. That looks.
I would like to
fine.
do something via g5.
Okay, let's attack. Let's play rook c6.
And now I have to think about some threat
Yeah, rook g8, rook d6 is nothing for white.
for black.
Not
Nothing. Yeah.
yeah. It's no problem for
Yeah,
white
I
and
see.
nothing for black.
Yes.
You have
So
no
it's
checkmate.
not possible to play it just simply. So what to do?
And the rook c6 is probably my next move. I don't know.
How to make harm to white's king? Is it possible?
I'm not sure. Maybe is rook a2 a move?
And what to do next?
After rook c6, I was wondering whether I could play queen a7, but the truth is you have this counter
Wow,
check on
that's-
g4. That is dangerous.
Yes, it's
That's
dangerous for me.
not-
My
not
king
rook
is
a2.
also weak. Maybe the position is
Yeah, maybe Teresa is
okay for white.
doing just alright. Yeah.
And still playable for both sides.
What do you think? We have Teresa's sister sitting here with us.
Well, I think if it's a draw, it's going to be fine because Joanna is going to win.
So Carolina thinks that it will be draw. That's enough for our team.
Yeah, because Joanna will win. How is Joanna doing?
Okay, so we'll take a look at Jana's game.
Yeah. The
Here.
first one. Yeah. So Joanna is an exchange up.
Yes, but pawns are getting lower in numbers.
Yeah.
Or knight c5.
Nice.
What a nice move. Is it good?
Okay, let's. White will probably go bishop c4 here. I guess. Now what? Rook b6.
Check maybe.
Yeah.
Check at
Check.
first.
Sorry. Yeah. Immediate
And
check.
then I will take it on g3.
Yeah. So this,
So
this
maybe
looks
just
well.
bishop f5 at first.
And now check on e6.
Now check on e6, but now it's different. That
Uh,
bishop maybe is here better placed, I think. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but this should be one for black.
Should be.
It should be.
Should be.
Yeah. After. Sorry.
King d5.
Yeah.
I will try to exchange all what I can exchange.
Let's exchange though.
Yes, exchange them all.
But I'll probably start with knight g7 here. And now rook b6 is a threat. Say I don't know something. Now rook b6 attacking the knight, and now the bishop is hanging. So after knight e6, king d5, knight g7. Also the pawn on g3 is hanging. So it looks like white is losing another pawn at least, and the position should be winning. Maybe it will take some time to win this position, but it should be winning comfortably. And she did play bishop f5. Okay, so now knight e6 looks logical, and king e6, knight g7. And white is in trouble.
Oh, look, well,
Pretty deep.
bishop g4, rook takes,
Yeah, I just take.
knight f5.
When I exchange on f5. This should be winning.
Should be man, so easy.
Yeah, maybe it will be easy. I just play king e7. Then I play f6.
Just this way, yeah?
Yes.
Take it.
Take. Then maneuver my king on f4,
Well, I'll try.
on g3, and win. Okay.
Yes, okay, try.
Okay, or maybe it will be. Not
I'm
so-
afraid it's not so easy.
Is it not? Okay. Maybe I'm too optimistic. Maybe not f6.
I think
Okay.
better would be like 2 pawns on 2, but still the game is not over, I think.
Yeah.
So we will see. We will see. So better for Czech Republic, but we will see. I hope we will win.
And what about Slovakia? Motyčáková Vojnović.
The second board, yeah.
Yeah, the second board. Slovak girls will.
It was the
having-
position after bishop g5 we were
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, they were enjoying a very good position in the match. As Motyčáková was almost winning, and Repkova drew.
But Vojnović found some counterplay. She didn't lose the knight.
Knight f3.
It's only one pawn.
Check. Oh. Do I have to play king d2 because the king is already exposed on d2?
But where to?
King b2,
And after knight g3,
king a1.
and then I can try.
How? Just show it. King b2.
Okay, I will show you.
Show me. Show me the way. King b2.
I will give check.
Let's check.
King. where?
Check, mate, king. Oh, maybe a3. A3. Let's go to a3. Let's be brave. My idea is to take on e6.
See. I don't like your idea.
I like that you don't like my idea.
Okay, so I will try some little trap.
I take on e6. And you take on g1. No, you take on g1.
But it's check. It's check.
Yeah, sorry, it's check.
I have to take it?
Rook g7 check. Firstly check on g7.
You disappoint me.
Yeah.
I have to move away with my king.
Lost. I take on d3.
And now I have no check on e7.
Too bad
What?
for you. No, this is lost. And
Yes.
also queen a6 is a big threat.
I have no good place for my queen.
Yeah.
Maybe here I have good place.
Queen c1. Oh behold. But I play rook g1.
Rook g1, and now it's not so easy. Now I have
It
some
is
chances.
easy.
Easy.
You have no chances.
Okay, I will take a pawn at first. Take it. Yes, I will take it.
But now you do have a check.
Queen g3 maybe.
No, I'll firstly check you.
King somewhere.
So
b7, let's say.
b7, then rook g7 in order to control the square.
I will be
control
checkmated
e7.
first.
Yeah, you'll be checkmated first.
Oh.
Just queen a6.
Yes, you were right.
This is done. Yeah, so she went for king d2, but now after knight h5, knight h3, the king has a long way to safety. And after rook g2, queen e7 and queen a3 came. Maybe she should have played king c2 here. She couldn't have played queen c2, queen c, queen f5, king b2. Well, nothing happens.
And via c for one.
Hmm?
Maybe king c1 was better.
Yeah, maybe king c1. She definitely should have gone away.
Probably she underestimated the maneuver. Queen e7,
Yeah,
queen
queen
a3.
e7
And
is
let's
very
take a
strong.
look what's current position.
Yeah, queen a3 and now check on
Now-
b2 is coming and b3 is hanging. It becomes very messy.
Now anything can happen.
Yeah. It's just
For example,
Yeah.
rook f2. Check. Why not? King d3.
yeah, but here I
And
take
now
on-
at least I can give check.
yeah.
And at least it's a draw from black
If
side
nothing
of
else,
you.
it's a draw. Yeah.
Maybe there's something better, I don't know, but I think it's
Mm.
good result after the game.
Yeah. So that's a pity for Slovakia.
Yes, it's a
And
pity. And it's not still the end. It
Yeah,
can
she
be more
played-
than a pity.
Wait, she played queen g6. Queen g5, queen a3, queen g6. Wow. But that's dropping pawn on b3, is it not?
It has been played?
Yes. Wow, and Monica is down to 2 minutes.
I'm afraid-
this is dangerous.
I'm afraid that
this is turning badly for
Slovak
Slovakia.
player maybe. Well, I will not say anything.
Yeah. No, this will end up badly.
It's very unpleasant position now, and from nothing. Nearly.
Or can I? Okay, let's play knight
Finger.
g5 here. Can I play knight g5?
Knight
Maybe
g5.
yeah, maybe that was the idea. Although queen c2, queen b2, queen c2.
Okay, if I will play, let's
okay.
say, such a move.
I think you'll be checkmated.
First,
Yeah, knight e6.
probably yes. So show
Yeah,
me,
that's
please.
just queen a7. No, this is bad. Knight c7. And knight b5. And queen a7. This is
Thank you.
over. You're welcome.
So
No, but
the
even
first,
after queen b2, queen c2, exchange of queens, it should be more or less
Oh,
okay.
well, yes.
I hope so.
I think all three results are possible.
Yeah, that is true. Anything can happen now. There's a pity for Slovakia. She had
What
a very,
about
very good
what
position.
about? It's not possible. I didn't see knight f4. It's not possible because of this check,
Yeah, probably.
and I will lose the rook with check. So knight, queen g6. Very strong move.
Yeah. Okay. Very well then. By the way,
I will take a look in the playing room, I think now.
okay.
Tadeáš. So let's take a short break and then we'll return.
I agree.
So see you soon.